think I get these Kinder Mafia? Because, you know, I teach kindergarten. How do you think Kinder Mafia, I get them together? You got to have a loud voice.
You don't do the 1, 2, all eyes on me?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You was bad, wasn't it?
No, I wish you do it at Space Camp.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me.
You got
1,
the ones that
2,
clap
eyes on
something?
you. Yep. Okay. If you hear my voice, clap once.
Yeah.
Hear my voice, clap twice.
So what is the science behind this? Obviously, it's just like getting people's attention.
Yep, it's attention getters, or it's called a call, respond, or attention getters.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Did they do that when we was little? Cause I don't remember.
Man, we went to Huff.
I ain't do that for me.
I went to North but
It's on.
We just had school out by the tree, that oak tree, country.
In the oak tree.
Yeah, we just said, hey, everybody meet around the oak tree for study time.
Y'all field trips was down by the river.
No, we did.
Dang, did y'all tie y'all books together like they did in Alabama? Because you told us to sit in the oak tree.
We said we had books.
Oh.
Oh, man.
We had to believe what the teacher told you. There ain't no book.
Larry, stop
had to
telling me how to do
believe
86. No, as long as we believe what the teacher told us.
Do what they
Y'all
said.
doing all right today?
Yeah.
Oh, it already started.
Yeah, we see.
Oh.
Y'all doing good?
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all doing good. How's everybody's week going so far?
It's been a week for me.
It seemed like it's been long. It's only Wednesday.
Agreed.
Yeah. What's
I
that?
feel like you got some stuff bottled up.
I would say bottled up per se. I mean, I guess we can get into it at the top. No, you know,
At the top.
let's introduce.
I was gonna say, you want to introduce some
Let's
people?
introduce. Well, first off, another episode of The Big.
In short of it all.
I'm Larry, I'm The Big.
And I'm James, I'm the short.
I thought, as soon as I said it, I thought about it. I feel bad, I'm sorry.
No, that's no problem.
But, you know, I say the reason I separate that way because of what I'm going to talk about in a minute.
Okay.
But anyways, well, you're not really a guest, per se.
I ain't guess no more.
I mean,
I'm like an honorary co-host.
Yeah, you got that level, you know.
Oh, dang.
Why? This like 6 episodes.
You don't stand
Now,
up. You don't stand up as a visitor at church anymore.
Oh, that's the category you in?
That's what I'm
friend?
in.
Don't make them no hot cocoa bombs, friend. You know, it's that season.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I thought that was a good thing. Like the church is inviting. We would love you. We want to see you back.
The first time you come to church, everybody like, hey, you introduce yourself.
Hey,
After that, you
they
just
be
like,
going
hey.
too.
It's just, hey, we got juice in the back. You go get some. That's all it is.
I just like to come on the college student days at St. Luke. They fed us.
That voice and face you see. You want to introduce your guest? You want to introduce your guest?
Yes, this is my friend
Hey, friend.
of many, many, many years.
Many years.
From high school to roommates in
Why you
college.
saying it like that? From high school.
To roommates in
You
college.
won't sit by the oak tree. Let my friend say hi.
She's also a client of mine.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we are filming at Nails by V.
I was going to get there, but yeah.
Yes.
I know you can't see that, but I'm gonna make that the thumbnail. We gonna make that the thumbnail.
We are at a nail salon. Yes. 2 men at a nail salon.
At Fingernail Place.
2023, so me and her trying to invest into the...
It's not 2023?
Anyways, y'all, this is my good friend, Queen.
Larry.
Not yet, Larry. Not yet.
Same thing.
I'm feeling the type of way, okay?
I see. You put your foot
Okay.
down.
Okay.
I'm just going to start by saying this. The reason why I separate, because we go straight into it.
Okay.
The reason why I separate, my name is Larry and I'm the big, because I have to lose weight.
Oh, so we going there.
I have hit my weight rock bottom.
My name is James, and I need to gain some inches, height-wise.
Oh, I was about to say...
That was.
You,
You about to set yourself up.
It
James?
didn't.
You know what?
James, why you say that?
I was about to come to your defense.
I know,
but
it just-
I don't know how to defend that. But like, I don't know. But no, so this is okay. This is. Let me tell y'all what happened. Well, first, let me ask y'all a question. So, do y'all have like a regular like food place y'all go to, like a fast food restaurant?
Wings to get.
I mean, there's like a,
Like your spot,
a roster
like,
of places.
you go to this place regularly.
Wings to go and Five Guys. I love it.
Now, see, with me, ever since I was pregnant, I love the sauce on the cheesy gordita crunch. So sometimes I gotta get that in my life, here and there. I don't go that often, but yeah, I be having to.
Is that Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Taco Bell got a soft
But
taco
see, you got
place
me
in my
with-
heart.
It's but burgers and sandwiches.
So okay.
Yeah.
So me personally, I have every day throughout the week, I stop and get breakfast before I go to work.
Uh-huh.
I have certain places I go to depending upon how early or how late I am to work.
Biscuit Express.
I haven't been there in like 2-3 years.
I don't even know if they be open.
They do. They shut.
Okay.
They close at like 1:30.
Yeah,
But-
Pizza Express.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother episode.
To you. They'd have to agree to me. But
I agree.
Yeah, all right. So usually Burger King is like I'm running late. It's right across the street from the job pickup spot.
Uh-huh.
I go there enough to the point to where like, pretty much I know the people. They know my order for the most part. But this particular day, I get there. There's a newer chick. She's been there for like maybe a month or two now.
Uh-huh.
But I get there, the other chick that I know is handing me my food, and she looks me dead in my eye. You know, what do y'all think she said?
If she says something rude, we can pull up.
You wanna eat less? Okay.
I know why you here. Is that what she said? Something like that.
Kind of, sort of.
I have no idea.
Oh,
She looked me dead in my eye. She said, "You must like eating here, huh?" I said, "Oh."
Okay, wait. So what's your issue? Because it's not a big comment. It's more like
it's not too bad, Larry. You come and it.
to
you
me.
know.
To me, so I'm dealing with some kids, and kids like to ask questions that like, "Oh, you wearing a shirt? You got hair on your head?" I'm like,
I've had an issue with that too.
You like eating here? Yeah, you done seen me for like the past how many times? I obviously like eating here.
When you have a kid look you in your eyes and say, "Why are you breathing so hard?"
But kids are like that. They are very,
Oh no, I have a friend that's really dark skinned, and a little girl thought his skin was fake. She was trying to wipe it off. So
Was she?
yeah, kid.
Was she black?
No, she was wonderful.
I feel okay.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I admit I was naive. But when I was younger, I used to thought like darker skinned people like they fared better in the sun than I did. I was like, oh, they must
Who
not.
bullied you? Who hurt you?
Nobody. That was just because I wasn't around like a lot of dark skinned.
I want to say
people.
scientifically, maybe that's kind of true, kind of accurate, because Africans are darker than African Americans.
It's kind of hot in Africa.
Generally, yeah, exactly. So I would think
Yeah,
so.
that's what the melanin, right? It's
Yeah.
to protect you from the sun.
It at least protects you from skin cancer.
Larry.
For the most
Oh,
part.
you brought your bodyguard.
Yeah. That's strike two.
Yeah, I don't know what I did to you
I'm
today.
trying to be LMA.
Listen, the first thing you
trying to be
said,
LMA,
I was
trying to
thinking about
make
the
me
last
look
episode
ill.
at the end. I was like, listen, Larry, let's not do a repeat.
Go first.
And when she asked, I don't know if I want to bring it up. We just
When he
throw-
about to talk himself out of dinner.
yeah, exactly.
Oh. Yeah, you know, Larry try to pinch you a little bit. And then sometimes he just, you gotta watch him.
I am a sweet, fun-filled,
What's your sign?
full of lotion. Cancer.
Fun dip. That's what you. If you're a candy,
cancer.
you'll be fun dip.
So how we feel about cancer? Cancer.
I don't want it.
Yeah, nobody wants it, Larry.
What do you mean?
Cancers are very emotional. Are you emotional? I don't know, because you said the way that girl told you like eating here. You had a little cancer moment.
Well, it wasn't, because here's the thing, like, I get James's point, like, it's kind of a valid question, because if you come here
Right,
every
a
day,
lot.
I get it. The reason why it made me feel some type of way, because I was like, dang, I'm that person now?
What have I become?
I'm eating out that much?
Larry.
Do I have a
Burger
regular
King
spot?
guy.
I'm sure we've all worked at some kind of restaurant at some point, and we all had those regulars. So that's all it is, just a regular.
It's not, okay, here's the thing. It's not about the regular part. It's the fact of, like, I gotta do better with my life.
All right, so we have a friend who is on his weight loss journey, and he is doing very well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can say his name, Dexter.
Yeah, we going back to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, no.
No,
I wish I could be that person.
you had so much motivation.
I did.
Everybody loved Larry.
At the start,
Oh,
I
we
had,
need the shirts.
I had so,
Everybody love Larry
I ain't
shirts.
gonna lie, I started out so hot at the gym. I was like, hey, where y'all at? I'm here. Well,
Right.
Cut to 2 months later. Woo,
I I mean, all of us in our 30s, right? So I think we get to the point that our weight kind of fluctuates and things like that. Because I know I'm like, I want to lose 30. Like, my weight, because I'm a stress eater.
But is it fluctuating or constantly rising?
Mine fluctuates. I'll go like down, and then it go back up, and then I go down. It just depends.
It's hard. It's
Mine
so
just
hard.
Like it might do this, but it's still going up. It's going up.
It doesn't fluctuate. It just slowly ascends.
Because I know I got really big in college and I lost a lot of weight, but mine, like I said, it fluctuates. Like, it depends on, because I know, like, right now, I'm like, I want to lose like 25, 30 pounds. I just want to.
But what amazes me about women, though, is like, it amazes me, but I'm intrigued at the same time. Like, I could weigh 250. And I look a certain type of way, but 250 on y'all looks completely
That's exactly
different.
what I was about to say. Like, we can be same height, like have a similar build.
Yeah.
You would think, and women in my head, y'all got like extra stuff more than we do. So you would think that if we have the same build, you are way more. But no, y'all end up weighing like 30 pounds less.
Right.
And I don't know.
Like,
See, I looked up being tall. So sometimes they be like, Queen, you gained it? I'm like, I did. You can't tell I'm tall.
I kind of no offense, Jim.
Oh.
I kind of felt like I got gypped in my family because I feel like I could have been taller. Because I didn't want to pour extra on, but like because like I'm taller than my mom and my grandmother, but then my dad is like 6'1", because I'm 5'10", my dad's like 6'1". My granddad was like 6'3". He had like 3 other brothers like 6'2", 6'4".
So you like, why y'all do me like this, bro?
Dang.
Like where my height go?
I'd like to be 5'10".
Huh?
I'd like to be 5'10".
I get it. That's why I said.
That's why you apologize.
That's why I said I apologize because I didn't want to make it seem like you know.
I
What I'm
wish
saying?
I was shorter. I don't like being tall.
But is that because you're a woman though?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
So what are the challenges or what are the negatives about being a tall woman?
Because like a lot of, I would say like I'm attracted to taller men, but I know like sometimes you come across a man if I wear heels because I'm a girly girl. Like sometimes I maybe it could be a little cute little heel. I ain't no kitten heel now, but it could be a cute little heel, and they're just like, how tall are you? And I'm like, dang. So it's like I have to be careful with what I wear because I'm already tall, and it makes me taller. And for some men, like I don't want nobody tall, and I don't care what they want when it comes to my height. But I just feel like I want to be shorter because then I won't feel because especially like I said, me being a woman, and a lot of times I'm taller than the average woman. So I'm like the tallest one in the group. Yeah. I'm always in the back of the pictures. Tall people get in the back. Hey, I thought we was done with slavery. Well, I got to get in the back.
I'm assuming you've dated short people that were shorter than you.
Barely. Like, barely.
That's
because I'm attracted to taller men.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I'm attracted to, because of that. Because I'm tall, I am attracted to tall men. But
so what's your height range? What's your preferred height range?
My preference would definitely be like 6'2". The tallest I dated was 6'5". So, but I'm not one of them who's like, oh, if you 5'11", don't talk to me. I ain't like that. Yeah. But it's just like when I got my heels on, it's like, okay, let me know.
Question.
Lyrics.
So, let's say you got a guy who's 6'3". Looks real nice. Right.
Dated that before.
You're like, okay, nice looking package there. You got this other guy who's 5'9.5".
I knew you was going with this. Go ahead.
But he got a great personality. Which way you going?
I'm at the age that I'm not so vain that just because he's 6'3" and he looks good that I'm gonna automatically go with that. Just because that may be what I'm physically attracted to. I'm not one of those people like, oh, my husband has to be 6'3" and
all these physical attributes.
Physical, yes. Like I'm at that point in my life where I would care more about a personality than I would about looks because those can be assholes.
With the compatibility, it's not.
Yes, it's more about being like you said, being compatible.
Because everything that look good ain't good.
Ain't good because and I ain't gonna even say that.
Yep.
You talk good.
Yep.
Nah, I was about to go there when it comes to like, cause them tall, fine men, they be the most sensitive ones too. Y'all may think shorter men are more sensitive, but let me tell you, the finest men that are tall and feel like they get all the women, they are way more sensitive than shorter men. I'm telling you that.
Is there a stigma with short people are sensitive? Like,
I wouldn't say sensitive, but they talk about how short people have like that Napoleon complex and
that's exactly what I'm
like
saying.
that kind of attitude.
Right. So, Don't. Yeah. I knew you was going. I knew you was going to go there.
I'm just following the conversation.
Yeah.
I do have another question I want to ask. I guess we can do one. We can do ours. You can do y'all.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious. Like, it don't have to be like a specific number, like a top five or whatever. Like, what would you guys say is like the most common, like, insecurities of men and women?
Okay, so before you, I got a quick question. Mm-hmm. Have y'all ever pledged anything?
No.
Okay, all right, cool.
I already asked the question. Like, what? So, like, okay, so if you,
but you said the men going first, then we gonna go.
No, I said we could do it separate.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like we could do men and y'all can do women.
Oh, okay.
Or if you want to do it as a group, we can. Because I mean, like, because I would say I'm interested to see like what y'all think our insecurities are. Just like y'all are probably interested to see what we think women's insecurities are.
I feel like men, sometimes y'all are, it's probably similar to what women are when it comes to be physical. Like some men are insecure about, I want to have, the muscles and the tattoos because that's what women are attracted to. They are attracted to the muscles and
so like the looks.
Yeah, more of the looks. And also I feel like some insecurities with men is like, especially if you're dealing with a woman that take care of business and I feel like some men are like, okay, financially, how much does she make? Some men, like, if she makes this amount of money, then I want to make sure I make this amount of money because then I don't want to feel like, I'm not a man because she makes more than me. Mm-hmm. So I feel like those are like the most common insecurities when it comes to men.
Money is definitely I was gonna say number one.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I feel like it's only insecurity, especially now, because I think me and James, I don't know if we talked about this on a separate episode, just me and you, if it was with somebody else, but like social media kind of pushes that, like, that's all you hear
that
from
image.
women online is like, we got to, well, if he ain't making $200,000 a year, don't even
or it gotta be some
way.
sort of extravagant first date,
right? Or
yeah, like that whole thing. That whole thing, and there's a whole list of things that are now unacceptable.
I was at the Cheesecake Factory for my first day before. That didn't bother me.
Yeah,
I like Cheesecake Factory. That shit ain't cheap.
That wasn't actually our first.
So
date.
maybe it's a different tax.
It's not McDonald's. It's not Burger King.
Right.
It's like, I don't want to say it's not fine dining. Obviously, it's in the middle. So to me, I don't see the problem with it. You got a big selection. It's a good atmosphere.
Right.
But here's the bigger issue though. It's not even the fact of like the location or the place, but as far as the restaurant goes, like it could be Cheesecake Factory, it could be Ruth Chris, whatever. I feel like the main point of dating has nothing to do with where you go. It's the whole point of trying to get the right person you date.
And that's true.
So it shouldn't really matter where. It shouldn't matter where you go. Because the whole purpose is I'm trying to get to know you to see if I even want to mess with you.
We're compatible.
See if we vibe. Because that's your word. So it's kind of like, to me, that's how I look at it.
Okay, now we have a new person on. I want to ask about the question. But, so we're getting away from your question.
The question.
How do you all feel like if you were to date somebody new and you were to just automatically tell a person, hey, let's not talk about the things we don't like? Like that way you can be yourself. Like it's not like if you tell somebody, I don't like when a person does this, I don't like when a person does that.
So I'm glad you brought that up because recently I just started dating someone and it's the typical, what do you like when it comes to a man? What do you want from a man? And I literally told him, I said, just be yourself. I will let you know what I do and don't like because what I feel like in dating, you tell a person what you don't like and what you do like, and they have to be that person. They try to be that person, and once it gets to the point they've been fake for so long because that's not who they are.
It eventually comes out.
Clash. And it's like, no, be yourself. I will let you know what I do and don't like, and I would, vice versa, because then we'll know if it's working for us. So you don't have to be fake. You don't have to get to the point where you're like, I'm exhausted. I don't want to talk to this person more because I've been trying to be what he or she wants me to be. And I feel like that's the best way to date nowadays.
You can come more genuinely as yourself.
Yes, and then you can avoid all that because people get tired of asking you what's your favorite food and favorite color.
It's crazy you said it because I saw some, I think it was on Facebook. It was either a chick or a dude, I can't remember. But they had like they show like the screenshot on the notepad. They had like the answers already written out. So just in case somebody asked hey, what's your favorite color? What do you like to do? Instead of typing out, they just like copy, paste.
That's too much. Now I would like
it's kind of smart, but at the
like,
same time,
I would like to ask, as far as dating, like, how do y'all feel about it? Always got to be an automatic going out to dinner. Like, why can't first dates be more adventurous or more like? I feel like the dinner is. Don't get me wrong. Everybody loves to eat. Like, we're human, but I feel like it's so basic to me when it's automatic. Oh, let me take you out to dinner. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a
just be more creative.
Just be more creative. I feel like it's more things that you can go for a first date. Like you said, the point of it is vibing, trying to see if you connect and things like that. Why do it always have to automatically be dinner? And I feel like everybody, I'll take it out to dinner. I feel like it's just like a comfort thing.
I think it's kind of not necessarily intimate, but you can, it's talking. You get to actually sit down, see that person face to face, and talk.
We could do that in so many ways.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm just, I guess that's why it's so commonplace, because it's the easiest way to do that.
Well, that I think a lot of dudes just lack creativity.
I wasn't gonna say it, Larry. You said it, Larry.
I ain't gonna lie. I am one of those guys, right?
So that'd be okay. Give me an example. Not that you
but
would.
Why not though? Since you said that, why is it like that? That some men are not creative. Like y'all don't have. I don't like to say y'all, but some men don't like to even try to be creative. Like, is it like I'm too cool to be creative? I ain't doing it.
Nah,
what is the issue?
I don't think it's that we're too cool. I think it's just more so kind of like. I can't speak for younger guys. I would say guys around my age range and maybe older. You went through life doing it a certain type of way. You kind of get stuck in that pattern of like, this is just how it's supposed to go. This is how you do it.
But don't it get boring?
Not to us. Because we're not creative, so it doesn't seem like that.
So one thing that I've been saying recently is that, black women, I can't speak for all kind of women, but black women don't generally like to accept the man for who he is. So a safe way to do things is to keep it traditional, instead of like, hey, this is something that I like, I want to see if you like it, or something like that, as opposed to, just dinner. It's easy.
So when you say they don't necessarily like want you to be you, pretty much that's what you said. Like, why is it from your experiences, or you feel like you're just saying like on average that's how black women are?
I mean, I've seen from experience, but okay. I know high school is a distant memory.
Right.
But just also seeing other things, like just if you're a certain way. Now, like I said, I can't speak for other women. I've only dated outside my race one time, and she accepted me.
Right.
But for the most part, if you do this, oh, you're a nerd. I'm not into that. And I mean, everybody has their preferences. I can understand that.
I give you a common example going on, and I'm part of this world. Oh, you watch anime? Oh, he weird.
Okay, but I feel like nowadays it's more acceptable.
But that's different.
Like, it's different now. I feel like a lot of different things that people are doing or who they are, it's okay nowadays. Now, I will say, like, when we were in high school, it's like, don't you dare do that. Like,
which, anime, video games, they have been more acceptable, but it's still other things. So
I do hate to speak on that. I do hate that society has made it hard for black men to actually be authentic. And what I mean by that, like, just, focusing on your mental health, being able to say some things on your mind. Like, society has made it like, if you say what's on your mind, or you say how you feel, or you just be authentic, then you're weak, you're wrong, this is not okay. And I feel like, no, it's not okay to not invest into your mental health or whatever, or just be, because you get tired of not being yourself. That's exhausting. Like, you get tired of not doing it. So I do hate that part of it. Like, because I have male friends where I have to do like mental checks. Like, what up, mental check? How you doing? Oh, I'm good. And I'm like, no, you're not. But I'm not gonna force you to talk. But I just hate that society has made. I feel like this is 2023. I feel like it's 2023, and I feel like we're at a point that it should be totally okay for you black men to be able to be authentic, and just even with us, like, sometimes with y'all feel like you're making decisions for us when it comes to dating and things like that. You feel like you don't want to be authentic because you're scared of how she's going to respond. I think it just goes all the way back to our society. Like,
I will say that's probably, to go along with the question I asked earlier, that is probably one of, I don't want to say a big insecurity men have, is because of we're afraid to show our true self up front, because it's like, especially if we like you, or if we're attracted to who you are, and you're like, oh, she ain't gonna vibe with the fact that I got this Lego Death Star in my living room. You know what I mean? I can't show her that right off the bat.
I just wish y'all wouldn't automatically, but I understand it at the same time why y'all do it, but I just wish y'all would, because it's like, it's okay, but like I said, I understand it, because some women don't let you be yourself. Like you said, if somebody told me, oh, I got, what you say, what Lego?
Lego Death Star?
I would be like, dang, let me see it. Because I be like looking into stuff and I like looking at new things, trying new things and stuff like that. So, but everybody don't really think like that. I guess, I don't know.
All right. So I'm a professional paintball player.
Damn, I heard that hurts real bad.
That's
that bad.
That's our first date. What y'all think?
First date? Now, I would say that depending on how your conversations been going, kind of feel that out, because if it's one of those girls like, oh my god, no.
Like that Patrick that's like,
yeah. If it's one of the, so I would say you would definitely be in it. Me?
yeah, you gotta.
Me and V, I feel like we like.
I've been paintballing,
but hold on, what y'all got going on? What's that look for?
Okay,
I've been paintballing before.
I'm not a professional, but I'm just saying we went like maybe two summers in a row.
Was it a first date with someone?
Oh no.
It was like a group.
It was a group thing. Okay. Yeah, you would definitely have to feel it. When you're having those conversations, fuckers, let me get your number, girl. You doing all that talking and
because of course you're gonna text and talk a little bit beforehand.
You can then, even though you don't know much.
Yeah, you can find out if there's someone who's more open to adventurous dates.
Things outside. You can just tell from the energy, the conversations, even just having a regular conversation. What you do today? And if that person say, "Nothing, came home, got in my bed," you think they're gonna do paintball?
Right.
Probably not.
I will say this, but to James's point, like, I agree that, like, I agree with what y'all said. Good first date. Also talk, communicate, all of that. But to James's earlier point, like, even if I'm a professional paintballer, right? I may not want to do that on the first date, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I may want to do something more simple just to kind of talk to you, get to know you.
Yeah.
Because, well, and I guess maybe I'm putting myself in a situation, because, like, I'm also the type of person, too, like, when it comes to date, I don't really care what it is as long as it's good company. But let's say I say, oh, first date, paintball, and you come out there, even if you didn't talk like you didn't do paintball, you get out there, you just like, oh, this is trash. Now I'm just like, you done ruined the date, and you tainted my view of paintball because I brought you here.
That's like you said, we probably do it later versus first date.
Yeah, we could just get some coffee or had a picnic or something, talk.
Because I hate putt-putt golf.
And then later on, like, hey.
So you hate what?
Putt-putt golf. I don't want to do that. I don't like it.
Putt-putt golf is fun. I suck at it, but it's fun.
No, it's boring to me.
What about Top Golf?
Top golf is funny because you see so many people struggling around you. So it's like it's a struggling academy or something. Like so, but like Top Golf is kind of cool because, but it's just
what makes putt-putt boring.
That's what makes it boring.
Here's the thing.
Because you want to swing that mug.
This baseball, shawty.
But the company though.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you got good company, it's gonna make it all the better.
Oh no, I'm just not
unless the person you with just said, all right, take your turn.
Right.
Now I have heard of one that's in Georgia that seems like it would be fun because now it has like gotten better as far as like the places, because it used to be the little basic thing, but now they're making it a little bit more exciting and a little bit more challenging.
Interactive.
And I'm big on scenery. So like, but if I was to do putt-putt golf and the scenery is good, I'm good with that. Like, I'm fine with that, but it's like the typical boring. What's eating you up, James? I feel like the ancestors came from your ankles. It came from
but what if you go to a putt-putt that has nice scenery and all of that, and the person you with is still trash?
Oh, then this gonna be our last putt-putt.
So I was thinking about scenery, and I was like, okay, how would y'all think about a drive as a, just driving, talking as a first? I mean, it's not necessarily a date, because I mean that's what you do to get to a date. But then I was like, women and driving, like y'all like to.
What did it say? Passenger princess.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just. We don't have to answer that. We don't have to answer that.
No, I will. First date, I would probably say no. First date because one, where are you taking me?
True.
Because I'm going to share my location with Veronica. So, but if we're already we've been dating and we've gotten to know each other and I've built that trust with you, that's fine. Because we could probably find this random mom and pop restaurant or something. You may run into something like, dang, I ain't know this was over here on this street and I come this way all the time.
End up on top of the mountain and look at the view
That's
or
what I
some
was about
shit.
to say. He said picnic. I didn't even think about a picnic, but I was going to say go to the mountain.
I have a question that could be on the opposite. I don't want to be negative.
Go ahead, Laris.
But as a woman, as a female, as an opposite sex, would you guys ever contemplate planning a first date?
No.
Whoa.
First date?
Yeah, first date.
Hold on, wait. I had to think about that again. Okay, I would say for me, I would think about it, but a part of me, I'm kind of traditional too, so a part of me would be like, well, dang, I gotta plan this. Why you ain't planning it?
I mean,
I don't know about
based
on
off
the...
of my experience because I have experienced men that don't know how to date and don't plan dates, so I'm automatically defensive about why do I have to plan this because I've been doing it for so long. So it's like, why you don't do? But do it run through my head? Yes, but I'd be kind of nervous. I would just say I would be kind of nervous to say it because I'm like, what if people like, nah? What if you get rejected or then you introduce them to this?
Feel?
Huh?
So how we normally feel?
Y'all fear of getting rejected?
Yeah, I can have 20 ideas. You can shoot all of them down.
But most of the time the men do the asking the date anyways. It's just like how it goes.
But most of the time we ask. And y'all just go along with I'll come, even if you don't want to go out to eat, I'll go out to eat.
Question.
What if we're nervous though?
Didn't I plan the first date?
I mean, if you want to call it a date.
You did call it a date.
Reel me in.
When I asked you.
Tag me.
Yeah,
Tag me in.
but I mean, it was a movie on the couch. I'm just really being...
Okay, well, what you have to understand about my friend, she's an introvert.
No, I
and that wasn't the intentions either, but...
I really just being difficult. I mean, technically, it was the first date.
Because, people have nap dates. So, I mean, the movie...
it was technically a first date, though.
So, I would think...
So, to answer your question, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just being difficult.
I wouldn't go as far as to say, you all plan the first date, but, just a man asking, what would you like to do for a first date? Like, just... To me, that's like, not necessarily dealer's choice, but why wouldn't that be a great situation? Because you get whatever you want in this scenario.
You want to know why I kind of wouldn't be up for that? Because again, I'm basing off my experiences. One thing about some men, when you introduce that, what you want to do, if it's once you start, it's always going to be, well, what you want to do.
I see.
No, I don't always what you want to do me to death. One day I want to come across a man that's like,
we doing this.
we're doing this.
Be ready at 8. This is what you need to wear.
You ever seen that meme with the lady sitting on the bed with the all white on and her shades on?
Yeah.
It's about 7:30. That's how I'm gonna be sitting on my bed waiting.
I've also seen a video of a guy saying he told a chick, "This is what we're doing. Be ready at this time. Wear this," and then she called with 100 million questions, and you're like, you know what? Don't worry about it. You won't go out.
So you can't do that with every chick. But Larry, this is what I got to say. I feel like you automatically go to the negative when it comes to this. It's like you got this guard, and you like, but what if she do this?
It's not that.
What if she do that? It's a lot of rebuttals.
It's not that. It's not that I look at the negative. It's one. My mind usually looks at both sides of things always. Plus, since you're a newer guest, I'm just trying to get your opinion on both sides as opposed to just looking at the one side.
Look at you. You practice that in the mirror, then.
No, it's just...
Say it in the mirror 3 times. I'm just playing hilarious. Uncle Larry's.
I'm a mess.
I was going to call his nickname. Uncle Larry's. Larry, the cool guy.
You put the S on the end. Like Larry's Pistol and Pun.
Hey, they're going to be trying to charge us. Y'all shouted us out, but y'all be charging y'all.
I like your shirt, Larry.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, man.
I appreciate it.
Y'all like my shirt?
I do.
Hell yeah.
Even though I didn't really care for the school.
The
What happened?
illustrious.
I have no school spirit at all.
I ain't got that.
You graduated from A&M?
I did.
I ain't got that much either.
A year before you did.
Oh, man. Well, see, I can't even judge you because up until, like, I would say 3 years ago, I always repped my school. Always. I'm finna be one like the... Never mind, I said it. I've always repped my school. However, I did go through a phase that I was like, I'm repping my school, but I wasn't really participating in activities. And then recently I did homecoming. I was like, oh, and especially this last homecoming.
I guess that's what I'm saying. Like I had
time, baby.
I have school spirit to the point where like I rep A&M, even though I didn't graduate, I still rep A&M.
Yeah.
But I ain't like at everything. I ain't like like especially when I'm coming homecoming.
Yes.
I ain't out there like that.
See, I'm trying to get better because I know my godmom. It got to the point that I had more University of Alabama stuff more than I had of the school I actually gave my money to. And she was like, you always talking about roll tide, what about go Bulldogs? And it made me think. And I just had a flashback of all the times me and B-Mac was tired of studying for those finals at the last minute. And B-Mac and Cheese.
You didn't know that was my name?
that's my nickname,
yeah.
B-Mac and Cheese.
My nickname. Queen
Just thought
B-Mac and
about
Cheese.
how the things I went through. I was like, you know what, she's right. And it's an HBCU, and I wanted to make sure I went to an HBCU. So let me buy some more A&M stuff. I ain't even never been on Alabama campus. Why I got all this stuff?
So
Roll Tide, by the way.
you said you've never been on campus.
No.
Alabama. She
Okay,
said
Alabama.
Alabama's campus.
Okay.
Oh, A&M, yeah. I'm Bulldog. I failed and everything.
Where you from?
I failed too.
I did too.
Okay, so here's the story.
Oh my goodness. That's
I was born in Detroit.
okay.
I left Detroit when I was 8 years old.
Okay.
Moved to Beeham.
All right.
Beeham.
Beeham, Alabama. Once I graduated high school, I came up here for college.
Right.
So yeah,
That
I
wasn't
got a little mix of all that.
that wasn't that much of a
Blair,
story.
what's the part of your face went up and your
I'm
frown
trying to
a
figure out how
little
we get to the fall. Does the story how we failed? Or?
bit? No, he asked where I was from.
Oh, I've heard.
That's why you was like that. Like,
because
what you being from Detroit got to do with you falling in?
Because I thought he said something about falling, because he was like, "Oh, we all fell." And I thought he said, "What's the story?" And
he said
like,
where I'm
and
from.
he was like, "Well, I'm from Detroit."
Yes.
I was like, "How does this tie
He
into
was asking where I was from. So
So my issues with A&M was the counselor. They was like, all right, you need to take these classes. And then by the time I got to like my junior year, like 5 of them classes I didn't have to take. And then when I
will say now, yeah,
Yeah, administration.
could have done
Could be
better.
better.
Yeah, I don't know how it is
I wonder if
now.
it's like that at most HBCUs though.
And I hate that it has to be like that because it's like, why does that have to automatically attach to a HBCU? Like, but it's a sad reality. It's a sad reality. I hope it's not still like that, especially now because like HBCUs, we've always gotten attention. But I will say, like, they're investing more into HBCUs now. Like, they're
They
exposing
definitely
them.
invested a lot
Oh,
in
yeah.
them since we've been there.
I'm like, I did not have this. I would have, like...
And I invested into that wellness.
I was gonna say,
too.
speaking of
We
which,
all
all
did.
that money that we put in,
We
Going
all
back to that
did.
Burger King
I
thing.
still ain't got all them yearbooks I paid for either.
well, that's
No, I
on
never
you.
did.
Huh?
I didn't take my
Larry.
pictures
I
either,
know, I
though.
know it is,
Point.
but at the same time, I feel like I'm right on campus. They should have just gave it to me. Should have sent it to me. I gotta go get it. Come on, man.
They
They
could just drop it off at
drop the
everybody's
I
door.
feel like you got
At
another
the
side
door.
of you.
Nah, what you mean? Not at all. I'm very
Couldn't even look
cordial.
me in my face.
I'm
my
very cordial.
ancestors was staring at you when they
I'm very cordial.
answered right. You say very cordial. I feel like it's another side. We're going to get to that side. You know, if y'all,
I had a
Lord
What-
willing,
what-
y'all invite me
What
again.
kind of side do you think it is?
I don't know.
I had a Chicago side. I used to.
You from Chicago? Oh.
Oh, yeah, both of y'all right there.
Right there together.
Ooh, that Twin Cities.
What?
Is it the Twin Cities?
Oh,
That's Minnesota.
where you from, Larrys?
I'm from by the oak tree.
Larry.
I'm from down south Alabama.
Lower Alabama. They say L.A. Lower Alabama.
Yeah, we
I
don't
feel
say
like this
that.
forever.
No, but the people from Lower Alabama want to told me that.
No, I'm saying where I'm from, we don't say that.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
say that. But I have heard that before though.
My first time, was my freshman year at A&M, and the guy said he's from LA. I was like, oh, how do you like LA? He was like, no, I'm talking about Lower Alabama. I was like,
I'm still trying to figure out what they call Hunts Vegas.
I was about to say, as soon as I got
Yeah.
down
Vegas
there,
about Huntsville.
everybody Hunts Vegas,
Huntsville
and
is growing.
then Drake had that Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. I was like, what is going on with all these places?
Want to be Vegas. And I heard Vegas ain't all that. I've never been, though.
I've been. It was cool.
Where you
Great
been
time.
at? If you ain't been to Vegas, that's where everybody. Have you been to Vegas?
No,
I
I was
don't
gonna go
gamble.
for my birthday, but I decided not to.
I don't gamble, and that's mostly what people do. Like, I
There's
don't.
other stuff to do out there, too.
I don't.
But you know, that's what everybody talk about, gambling. What else is there to do?
I took my daughter out there a few times.
Go try some of the places Keith Lee done reviewed.
You know what? Keith Lee. I've been to DR. I've been to Puerto Rico. I've been to the Bahamas.
Oh, so you've been out the States, but not in the States. Like
Right.
that,
In the States, probably like, Florida, stuff like that.
You like them tropical places.
I love them. I'm a Pisces. Can't swim, but love water, love tropical things, love the beach.
I don't know if we should ask your birthday.
March 15th, the Eyes of March.
Okay, all right.
March 15th. What you was about to say today because I'm a Pisces?
I'm Pisces too.
They're about to say,
Oh, you March what? You're a March Pisces or February?
February.
Oh, that's why you got the other. Well, you do got the other side. I knew it. See? I told you because Pisces, I picked up on it because your body language and what you're doing. Yeah, Pisces, we two fish for some reason. Why my long-term friend looking at me like, it's some shit you ain't told me?
I'm trying to see what you done peep.
These are the two different sides. This is one Pisces side. That's one Pisces side right there.
I'm
I'm not saying that you. That can be taken the different kind of.
Don't keep digging.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna turn it back to Larry.
But that's
There you
true.
go.
This right now is the moment of true definition of one fish, two fish. Two fish. Because with me, I'm either 0 or 100. Like, do you have in between?
I don't know.
Or the way you had to snatch your lips in like that? I feel like you probably do. Men probably. Oh, I heard about
I'm
that.
very
feel like
chill.
you do.
Very chill. I don't know.
I feel like you have in between.
I heard about male Pisces now. I've never dated a male Pisces, but I heard about something else.
I don't know what you done heard.
Good something else?
What you done heard?
Oh, I heard y'all was toxic. Is that true?
Oh.
I'm not saying you. I just missed you, man.
No.
Oh, okay. You don't give me toxic, but I be trying to come take up for y'all, but I be sitting on Facebook. Do not date a male Pisces. I'm like, squeeze me.
Listen, everywhere online, I barely hear anything about Pisces. It's always the same people over and over and over. Scorpios.
Yeah, Sagittarius.
Yep. It's never
Survivor
Pisces.
Taurus.
Sag. I'm here to tell my story. And Aries.
Oh yeah, I be hearing a lot about Aries.
Aries. Oh my God. Lord, please don't send me another Aries. I'll be singing for the rest of my life. Sitting there.
I don't be putting stock into zodiac stuff.
Oh, I'm big on it. I'm so big on it. Like it's
I say this way. I'm cool with the regular, like, Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, all that kind of stuff. But then you get into my third moon.
I don't know all that.
But
But what's your moon and what's your
What's your sun and what's your rising?
what's your rising?
Once
I
you
don't
get
know all
that,
that.
I'm checking.
I just know the base, like you said, like Pisces and Cancer, all that stuff. I don't know all the moons and.
I remember when I was
Chair's not a
working at
chair.
the Space and Rocket Center. I remember there was talks about trying to add another sign. Cause
I heard about that.
It
They were
didn't
thinking
last
about
long,
adding
though.
another one. Yeah.
They also were
it's-
talking about switching them.
Yep.
Yes.
See, that's why.
It's like they sacrificed that, like they say people do in Illuminati. It's like they sacrificed that conversation.
Yeah.
Like they was just like, nah, this is
I
our
just- I
time.
just
We're
remember-
not doing
I just remember we
that.
went to like a whole presentation in like the theater, and they had all the signs up with like the dates and all that kind of stuff, and then they brought out the new one, like, well, because all the dates shifted.
Yeah.
And they slid in this new sign. I can't remember what the name of it was going to be, but like I said, that was the last time I heard about it. I ain't heard nothing else about it since.
Speaking of, they was talking about daylight savings time. We was finna stop doing that.
Yeah.
But then we did it.
They've been saying that for so long.
So like, I ain't heard nobody else talking about it.
I have a question based off of your question.
Well,
Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm naive.
Okay.
What is the whole point of daylight savings? I know it has something to do with like farming.
No, so during
why am I
the
not?
winter months, it's supposed to give you an extra hour of sunlight. That's what it is.
For what?
Because
Farming.
for so we can go to work in the sunlight.
Farming.
For sunlight. I mean, the sun is going to shine on the crops anyway.
It do kind of.
But if you give an extra hour of sun,
No, that's the same amount of time. Like the sun don't go based on the time.
Right.
The
So
sun
you
is
need
going to
to-
do the thing regardless of what time we
Right.
think it is.
but if you give me an extra hour of sun,
It's the baby.
Larry, there's no extra
I
sun.
like Ronald James.
Yeah, you stressed them out for a minute. The other fight, look. Now you see what just happened? You see what just happened? This is a private sample of 1 Pisces, 2 Pisces. And he said, what is the point of that? I said, how? Rip me out the class. That other Pisces came about you, my boy.
Y'all been working together. Y'all playing this. Y'all playing this.
No.
V, what kind of conversation y'all had before y'all got here?
We make
Who, me and him?
these
No, all three.
nails around Huntsville.
Oh,
Yeah, so we know what
I'm
to do.
just chilling.
You more about the facts, aren't you?
I can be.
Uh-oh. I can't be.
Oh yeah, it got to be very logical for James.
I wouldn't say it has
If I ain't learned nothing else about him, I know
I wouldn't say it
that.
has to be logical. I would just say James has to understand it.
Okay.
It has to make sense.
Yeah, it has to make sense to him.
I had a lot
Gotta
of
have some
things,
meat to it.
thoughts
too,
about the zodiacs, and I'm like, if y'all changing the zodiac, don't that mean that the zodiacs can be whatever? Like that kind of takes away from the whole thing. Like, no, we just gonna change everything. Like what you thought it was, we changing that.
I think we just get to the point we just so bored. Everything changing, but stuff that need to change. Like it's just like let's change some random stuff that don't even matter in life.
Or if you want to be conspiracy
edge.
theorist,
On the edge of the seat.
it was a thought of adding a new zodiac to start conversation to divert attention from something else.
Larry, where are we going with this?
Because
We can go many places.
Because if you think about it, that's usually what happens when there's always a conversation that's very important that people are tapping into. Hey, let's throw some random news out there. Let them feast on that while we continue doing this other thing.
To like
behind the scenes.
pass stupid laws and
you guys
shit.
focus on the new zodiac sign. Meanwhile, we're gonna pass a law that lets companies produce fake meat.
Because I can get this conspiracy theory.
Why you keep doing this? Fake meat.
For the effect. You gotta make it seem like it's important. You know.
Or
just like-
them farm raised, what they say, farm raised fish and stuff.
Yeah, I put my hands by my side.
I'll make your points for you. Whenever you say something, I'll do it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, of course you got the wars going on. Then you got Trump's, trial going on. Then you got space lasers melting places over in Hawaii. So much stuff is going on.
Good
So you
Lord.
don't hear about that because they talk about the crumbs that they give you.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
But you know,
Taylor.
the social media lawyers and all they gonna say, or the woke people gonna say, they distracting us for something. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Y'all think social media is a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's not good at all.
So there's no benefit to social media?
I will only say
Can be.
can be. It's probably more negative to social media than positive. I will say sometimes if I'm having a bad day, sometimes I'll be like, no, I don't want to see social media because it's gonna make me like angry. But some of the videos and stuff will give me a good little laugh.
Mental health. Yeah, your mental
Yeah.
health is really affected by
But
it.
I will say social media, to be honest, I do miss the days when it wasn't so important.
Relationships is
Like,
Or everything
oh,
didn't have to
man.
look so perfect.
Everything that have to look so perfect.
Like for me being a business owner, I have to do social media
Yes.
because that's just
Marketing.
part of it. But it's a lot of strain to like make it.
perfect.
It has to be this certain aesthetic,
Yes.
and it has to be this certain way, and you have to say things. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Everybody's sensitive too.
It's too much.
So do you think social media has made everybody's thoughts and opinions way more than they actually have been in present?
Yes.
I think some people's, yeah.
Yes, I do. I really do. I think it's made a lot of people want to follow a trend too. I think it's made a lot of people not be authentic as well.
I'm going to start a movement. Married in two separate houses. We need to talk about private businesses. We have you here with your own business, and we haven't even discussed that at all. I don't have any questions, but it just came in my mind.
Here's my business. I do nails.
What has been some challenges for you? I don't know if I
Here's
ever.
my house. Here's the steep. Open the doors with all the people.
And they got pretty nails.
Yeah.
She fine.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, friend.
I'm proud of her because she's self-taught. A lot of people can't say they're self-taught, a successful business owner and a beast.
That is
That is like, I don't think she gives herself enough credit. because she's a beast. Like,
Well,
you can see Nails by B. Oh, I know I see her stuff. Is her books open yet? I'm like, you gotta get jumped in, shouted. We the nail mob.
Exclusive.
You
We
gotta have a jacket
exclusive.
and come over here.
All I thought about was what movie was that from? It was a spoof movie. It was like they was making fun of like a gang movie. It was like you got to get jumped in, and he ran up. There was like a double dutch rope. Hey,
You got to get.
Be a mess yourself such while drinking juice.
Yes.
Love that.
That was more popular than the actual one, to be real. Still boom, boom, boom.
Speaking of which, that makes me think about a question. I ask it's more so for James, but like, do you watch a lot of movies?
Yes.
Like, would you consider yourself to be like a movie buff or a movie person, or you just like casually watch?
No, it's a little bit of both. Like, I casually watch, but like I love scary movies. I like a movie with a twist. So
I guess let me ask it this way: like, would you say
my dog.
when you watch movies, do you watch them for entertainment, or do you like watch to kind of break it down?
Both.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay.
Because I love. Of course, you want the entertainment because you're going to be bored. But some people watch it just to say, "Oh, I watched it." But me, if it's a movie and it has a meaning to it, but it's not boring, I really want to watch it because I'm like, I want to break it down and like, oh man.
That's why that leads me to my question.
I know you got so you can answer this question later. I want to know top 3 movies because everybody don't have like a favorite movie, but top 3 favorite movies. Top 3 favorite scary movies.
Scary movie.
Or are they one and the same?
Let me ask this. Can we go like far back or just like nowadays? Okay. So I would say, and probably watching this as an adult, it probably wouldn't even be scary anymore. But Darkness Falls. Mm-hmm. Darkness Falls got me. I would say Drag Me to Hell kind of got me.
Good movie.
That was a good movie.
I haven't seen Darkness Falls.
Now, recently, if you haven't watched Nun 2, the Nun 1 was okay, but Nun 2, if you really pay attention to the meaning in that movie, it was pretty good. Now, Larry, you give me that? Nah.
Because I haven't seen it, but I know how he feels about it.
You don't like it?
What meaning was behind the movie?
So it was like, I feel like when it connected like the Christian part of it, not just, and I don't consider myself a Christian. Yes, praise the Lord, I love God. I feel like Christians are hypocrites. That's just all I got to say
about that.
You
don't believe in the religious part of it?
Yeah, the hypocritical, judgmental part of it. But I feel like some of the connections with, how they said he turned with the blood into wine or something like that, or I may be saying it backwards, but that part of it, and that's how I was able to kill the nun, just like some of those little things like that, or the eye and the goat and stuff like that. Spoilers. Oh man, I got y'all. Well, you wanna go watch it?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, you said you wanna go watch it.
I might.
She don't really like scary
I don't really like
movies.
scary movies.
Yeah, I'm like,
you know what?
Not good.
Next movie night.
Watch it by yourself.
Not good. We are family.
We can do it in the
like
morning.
that oak tree used to sit next to. The fact that you actually hold my hand, you love me and you support me so much, and that's why I love you so much.
We can watch a funny movie afterwards.
Nah, man.
But
I'm good.
I will honestly say that now, I know that was my 3, but when they started to go back and tell you the story behind the serial killers, like Michael Myers, Texas Chainsaw, like Hannibal Lecter. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know. Like, have you ever seen the movie when when he was a kid, showing how he became?
Oh, it's like different movies now.
Yes.
I'm about to say they said they did Nun too. I was like, when did this happen?
No, what? No,
that happened in the Nun too.
That's what.
It's different.
No, I was going off
that's
something.
the
I'm saying,
okay.
No. I was saying not just my 3. I was just saying like I know I said my 3, but also I did like when they explained why.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I ain't seen it, so I'm like, oh, they went into some history.
I was watching, but you didn't pique my interest.
Y'all both leave that the fuck.
I like Jason in front of that.
No, I was saying like when they went back and show you when Michael Myers when he was a kid, why he became that, and then like I said, even with Hannibal, it was called Hannibal Lecter. Like I didn't even know he had a sister.
I love me some Hannibal now.
I didn't know he had a sister.
Did you watch the TV show Hannibal?
I watched parts of it and it was good.
It's a good.
It was good. So just when they went back and showed you why they became who they are today, I was like, that got kind of deep. I did like that about scary movies because again, it's showing you why, and now it's making you like, man, I eat somebody too. Look, you ate my sister.
You had a question?
I was just gonna say, they got a little confused about, the Nun 2. Maybe I was gonna say, I told at least Larry, I don't know if that was a podcast that you were on, but the Nun 2 had a lot going on. There's a lot of different storylines that was going on. So
did it stress you out?
no, it's just it wasn't stressful. I mean, I could follow it all. It just wasn't very focused.
Yeah.
And like the Nun was kind of like a side. It wasn't the story. It was just a story.
Yeah.
And that's one movie.
Yeah.
Can
I will.
I ask a counter question?
Go for it.
Do you feel like she wasn't that big of a part of the story because her story was told in the Nun 1?
It makes the Nun 2 a pointless movie then.
I mean, I'm just asking. I don't know because I haven't seen either one of them. So.
To fill up all this runtime, we gotta have this story about this woman whose boy died. And then we have this story about this goat in a glass, and then we have a story about.
Now I will agree. I did say that. I did say with the Nun 2 that it was a lot of different puzzles that wasn't pieced together. It did. Things came together as far as like the big picture, based off of the title, The Nun. But it was a few things that I'm like, maybe in part 3,
a lot of questions that weren't answered.
they're going to answer all of those questions. But it wasn't too sloppy. But I also can respect your opinion on that because I did say, okay, hold on now. But what about what happened with this and what happened with that?
Gotcha.
Have you seen the show The Changeling?
Oh, I haven't.
Am I saying it right?
I know
it's on Apple TV.
Yes.
I showed her the trailer. I haven't started watching it yet.
That's
Watch
what
that.
I heard.
I remember there was a
Keith
movie,
Stanfield.
but I don't.
I
know the show.
want you to watch that.
Yeah,
The
it's with
reason
Keith
why.
Stanfield.
Okay.
The reason why is because that show really, I missed a few episodes, and actually a new episode came on today, but I missed probably like 2 or 3 weeks of it. But that show makes you like think, like it's a lot of different background things when it comes to that or stuff you like. They actually did a YouTube to break it down the episode sometimes because it was like, hold on, wait, it gets a little deep. It gets a little deep.
I'm kind of curious. I've never seen it, but I've heard a review about it. I kind of want y'all to watch the show, or maybe y'all have watched it already, called Midnight Mass.
I already finished it.
I heard.
I don't understand how it was a limited series. Those be the best ones.
They do. When they ain't coming back.
It's kind of like
it was
in the realm of the Nun. Was the church world was like
yeah, it was good.
I know I started it, but I don't think I finished it.
It was good.
I don't remember.
Especially figuring. I'm not going to give it away, but figuring out what was what. No, or even what's the From goes into midnight. You haven't seen From?
I've seen the trailer for it.
You haven't seen From?
I'm not into really TV shows for real.
Yeah, James not a TV person.
See, I wasn't until COVID, and then I ain't had no choice.
So let me ask you this question. We got the preliminaries out the way.
Yeah.
Right.
This is what you were going to ask before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it comes to, I'll just say movies because I feel like even though like I watch more TV than I do movies, I know you watch more movies than TV. You seem like you watch kind of both. I know you're more of a TV person. You'll watch movies, but you kind of are both too. So, do you all feel like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna word this. In order to enjoy a movie or TV show, you have to like art, right? And do you have to understand it to appreciate it? Like when it comes to like movies, do you have to be like, oh, can you just watch a movie and just enjoy it, or do you have to have appreciation for the cinematography, the score?
Not all the time. I don't have to appreciate it all the time. Sometimes my mind is already trying to dissect so many other things that I just want to be entertained. And I want to be able to watch it, give me a good laugh, or give me like, oh, that was pretty good, without me wrecking my brain. Like, well, why did the daddy come and take the finger off the, stuff like that? Like, I don't have time. And left me in the babysitter mailbox. Like, I feel like
that's more so trying to understand the plot. I guess what I'm talking about as far as like when it comes to movies and TV show, like appreciating the nuance and everything that goes into making it in order just to enjoy what you're watching.
Right. Yeah.
Because I feel like if the story is trash.
Right.
That's a different thing.
So yeah, sometimes I don't. Yeah, I would say sometimes I don't want to do all the other stuff, but I just be glad that I got TV to watch that's entertaining and that's actually entertaining. Cause I don't like reality shows and stuff. So
That'd be all I watch.
You mac and cheese. My best
You know
friend is
that
like
I
that.
be
Shout out to
watching.
Cookie. She loves reality TV and stuff. Like me, no, I just don't like it. I used to.
What's the last name?
Oh, my best friend.
Yeah.
What? Because I said Cookie.
Okay, I got
It sounded like you said shout at a cookie.
I said shout out to Cookie.
Oh, I thought you said my best was shout at a cookie.
I heard Shauna the Coochie. I was like,
Oh,
Shout out to Coochie. She got
Lord.
like the one on Harlem Nights, don't it? Sunshine.
but for me to answer your question, I did think there was like two questions. So obviously, you know me, I do appreciate a very well-made movie, whether it's plot, dialogue, cinematography, all that stuff. It all culminates in something that's very pleasing to watch. There was a movie, like I will go to, go to movies 4 times just because it looks great. And everything's just put together so well. But then, you said about understanding the movie, does that help? And there's a movie called Tenet. So that's, when it came out, there was a lot wrong with the movie. Mainly the volume was the levels weren't very good. So a lot of that background noise drowned out what the actors were saying.
And what's the movie called?
Tenet, T-E-N-E-T.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
That's a good movie.
So,
I think so.
the first time I watched it, I did not like it. I don't remember why I watched it the second time, but because I understood what was going on from the first watch,
Separate that.
I actually enjoyed it the second time I watched it.
It probably pissed you off so much. You're like, man, it pissed me off so much. Let me watch it again and make sure I wasn't just having a bad day.
He has watched movies multiple times because of that.
Yeah,
I can't watch
Or
this.
maybe he
I'm
was
not really
sleepy the
big on
first
watching
time.
movies multiple times.
I love it.
Not now. When I was younger, yes. Because I
Yeah.
don't know why I love Pretty Woman so much. I don't know why I loved that movie as a kid.
You just like seeing her try to put a hand in a box and get snapped.
What?
When he was handling the necklace.
No, I'm just of all parts of the movie. That's what I said. What?
That's the only part I can remember. you know how many years it's been since I've seen Pretty Woman?
It's been.
I've never seen Pretty Woman.
To be I wouldn't put it on your list.
When I think about it, I think of Dirty Dancing, and I know they're two completely different movies.
Is
You
that
tend to
is
do
it more
that.
like a musical?
You tend to do that a lot, though.
I do.
You put a lot of movies in the same basket.
Oh
I've
yeah,
noticed
they
that.
just in this basket.
We talked
I
about
hate
that the last
musicals, so if
episode.
it's too
You
much
was like,
singing
just
in
throw
there, I
all
ain't
in
gonna
the
watch it.
same basket.
Yep.
And just throw them away. What was movies?
Okay, so Old School, School of Rock, Dodgeball, and then the one that you brought up,
No, I don't remember.
Nacho Libre.
Oh yeah, these are my dress pants.
We'll never watch them again.
I don't know why you made me think about South Park the way you said it.
That's how he says it in the movie.
Do you like South Park?
I haven't watched it now that I'm older, but
Okay.
yes, I appreciate it
Okay, all right.
because I had no business watching it as a kid.
Yes.
But it was some funny, and I played the game on my PlayStation, the original PlayStation.
And it's correct. I will sit there and I'll be like, hey, come watch the South Park episode with me. And I'm like, this is not the episode to let this person because it's
Yeah,
like
I haven't watched it as a grown woman. I have not watched it as a kid. I did. Because I got away with things watching it when my daddy ain't going in the summer. Doing the summer, like he'll let me watch South Park. My mom won't. She won't.
I feel like every episode you showed me was good.
Okay, all right. Because
You
I enjoy them, but then like
I got
when I
trouble
watch
for
other
saying
people,
that.
I'm gonna watch it with other people. And I'm like, yeah, this that y'all letting me down. This ain't as funny.
I will say, even though I enjoyed the episodes you put me on to, and there is a difference of like enjoyment. Like I'd be like, you'd be like on the floor.
I used to love it. I
thought it
to
was
get a show.
good, but obviously you
Really?
like. But then sometimes it'll swap. Like I'll be on the floor, and you just be like, I really like that. That was a cool part.
I got in trouble for telling my cousin to suck it. When you watch WWE. Yeah. No, but I got set up because my other cousin said, let's go down there and do it to his big sister, and I was the only one that did it. I got in trouble.
Damn, you got set up, friend.
I did. I got set up. I said, fuck it. And I ain't get no whipping. I got in trouble.
I got, but I was okay. Like I was. Shoot, everybody sucked it.
Everybody sucked it. Everybody.
James.
Shoot, I was during that time, during the second era. I was downtown.
Everybody sucked it.
Yeah.
Everybody was sucking it, just going down.
That's the other side I was talking about. James. I hope
Listen, I remember
future wife.
telling.
I already said future evil ex.
So this is from a movie. This ain't my. It's from a movie.
You sure?
Did they
Since
suck it?
everybody tucked it.
It's
Yeah. Everybody tucked
That's
it.
what I want to know.
Brenda LaCucia. About 3 kills. All right, James.
I'm staying out of it. Y'all go ahead.
I'll make your points for you, James. I also had another random question, but yeah, I don't know how random y'all want to get.
Let's get random. Oh, you got dimples. It's so adorable. Appreciate it. My mama gave me these.
I've been told it all my life. Y'all know what squirrels are, right?
Yes.
Y'all have watched a squirrel.
Let me tell you what I thought you said.
Define watch.
You said squirrels, right?
What'd you hear?
Squirters.
Yep.
Oh!
That's what I thought you were doing. I didn't hear it,
I'm
but
like, so we went to, everybody took it, to squirters.
obviously it's you.
Huh?
Obviously it's you.
No.
Because I don't think we didn't hear squirters. Well, obviously he said it, but I'm just. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you alone.
James.
So squirrels.
I'm sure at some point we've all watched squirters too, but go ahead.
Oh.
I mean, I did watch people that have a water gun battle.
Wait, we do that? I believe it.
So, is it just me? Okay. Let me ask it this way. Let me ask a qualified question.
Okay.
Y'all know what it means for like somebody to glitch, like in a game?
Yes.
You know, everybody know what that means?
Yes.
Does it seem like squirrels are glitching in real life?
You seen a
I can
squirrel?
see
The
that.
fact that I just
can see
had a
that.
bunch of flashbacks of squirrels doing
Yeah.
something like
You
this.
see
when
that
they going across the
they're always in a different either dimension
They
or they
do.
glitching like in
They
real life.
do, because it's like they be like, especially if you riding down the street and it's like they come into the light and then they like, never mind. Oh, like
They will go from standing up to like this position in less than a second.
I don't either. They have it's
oh my god, that is
speed
so
light,
funny.
and we just I don't know, but like I have watched a squirrel outside of the window
This
before.
is-
And I just be like,
Hey,
he not paying.
Larry, that was a high moment.
I don't have high, well, okay, I don't get high, but like I
But-
get high for life.
Yeah.
So like I have had thoughts that you would think were like weed thoughts, but I don't do weed.
I don't smoke either. I remember in high school we had to do free writing, and of course when you just write whatever's on your mind. And one of our I forget his name, but he said, "Do fish ever get thirsty?" And I was like, "That's before we had high moments." And you just made me think about that when you said his squirrels glitch, and I'm very animated and like. I just had a flashback of all the little squirrels that
That's
came.
just something I thought about.
They tails do be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Have y'all ever seen a black squirrel in person? Ah.
Not in person.
So technically they say that it's actually dark gray, but yeah, it's a lot of them in Michigan, Detroit, where I'm from. But yeah, I know your eyes lit up like, is that a thing? When I said that, what would you about to say?
But nothing. I've seen plenty of squirrels. I'm trying to I
A
just
black? Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I
down
think it's
here.
up. Yeah, it's up north.
It's definitely up north.
down here y'all got everything else. Y'all got deer,
Y'all don't have.
chipmunks, armadillos.
We ain't
Just
got no black squirrels.
Y'all got
Awesome.
crime,
Opsums.
air pollution.
we got beaches too. I don't know if you knew about that. Okay, all right.
We're going out there
Okay.
okay.
Poly relationships, all that.
You said what relationship?
Poly.
Oh, where?
Down here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about.
Down by the bay.
I have another question. I just thought about this. Would you guys consider pigeons the Caucasians of the bird family?
No.
Because they are considered scum.
Right.
So why would they? Okay, pigeons are considered scum. I didn't. That
They
was.
are.
Let me make sure
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
had
what
to
I'm trying to
because
say.
you was about to get something. Dear James, I hate your stinking guts.
Are you?
You make me vomit. You was about to get some of them emails. Thank you, friend.
The reason why
Darla?
I say that is because like they usually people go out of their ways to take care of them by feeding them. They show up in large populations together. Like everybody just doesn't shoot them away. Usually, like other birds, they gotta just get and they go. Pigeons, meanwhile, they're just like, I'm gonna call 75 of my friends and we just gonna congregate right here.
I'm scared of birds.
There's no way you can just get rid like pigeons. If you need to, which you were downtown in Chicago. I guess we didn't go down to where the pigeons were because y'all didn't want to go walk.
Hey, ain't no y'all.
Hey. God damn it.
Ain't no y'all.
I was like, let's go walk.
You're half right.
Down a Magnificent Mile.
But
like
I was still with it, James. You really want to go down this?
We don't have to. We don't have to.
James, what itinerary did you have for us, James?
I promise you, I had stuff planned. Okay. When we got there, it was raining. It was raining. Y'all were like, nah, we ain't going out.
They don't want no y'all.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just.
Cause I was down for whatever. I was like, hey, because this your city. I was like, what we doing, James?
Took y'all to a place, and I was like, let's eat that. And I was like, nah, we're gonna eat something else.
How you keep saying y'all?
No, I'm not trying. Okay, all right, we're done. We don't have to talk about it anymore.
They struck a nerve.
They
y'all.
Because I know.
Because you worked hard to make sure we followed James' itinerary, huh?
Well, it wasn't that. It was like, because we got there, and like the whole reason we came to Chicago, because we was like, James was like, this is my city. We should go to Chicago. We was all like, bet, let's go. So it was like 5 or 6 of us. We get up there. We was like, well, y'all looking at James like, hey, what we doing? James was like, well, we could do this. And everybody was like, ooh, but it's a little rainy out there.
First day, we stayed in. Didn't do anything.
Well, I heard y'all had some good food in Chicago.
Yep. I know.
This may sound bad. I'm kind of scared of Chicago.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of Detroit, and I'm from Detroit.
I'm about to say you from Detroit.
I left when I was 8, baby. I'm a Bama girl.
That is true.
My daddy think it's so funny. He was like, okay, I can't say that, but I'm keeping it to myself.
It's all about where you go. I mean, obviously, if you go downtown, you're fine.
Well, I will say the few times I have been to Chicago, I will agree to that because I feel like if you kind of stay to yourself and you go on the right sides where there isn't too much of an issue, you'd be all right. But if you listen to the news, they have you believe the crime is just everywhere in Chicago. Yep. Like it's just lurking around every corner. Like, oh,
but no,
be careful. That crime gonna get you.
I mean, I've seen some things in Detroit. My daddy's like, you scared of the D? Yeah, I'm scared of the D. I don't D. I'm scared of, but
I'm good.
I'm scared of Detroit.
Yeah, if you grew up in the Wild Hundreds, but if you come to my block, we'll be fine. I want to take y'all by there too.
What's the good food?
I want to take them by there.
Man,
I want to know what the good food is because I know about the deep dish pizza, but some folks say it's mid. What else is out there?
It is definitely, yeah. I was gonna say it's not for
everybody. Something they put on the chicken wings.
So if you go to Harold's, I'm not a Harold's person. I like Sharks more, but Harold's is a place that people like to go to.
We used to have a Sharks here. Was it the same?
Almost. It was very, very close.
That's the same way, like when you go to White Castles in Nashville, it's not like ours up north. It's not the same.
I just like some White Castle.
I love White Castle, but it's not good in Nashville.
I just want
so
some
you
White
want to
Castle
say
now.
Like the White Castle in Nashville, you think it's just as good as it is in Chicago?
I just
you don't
want
care
White
long as you got it.
I just want White Castle.
Y'all be buying the frozen White Castles?
You know what? As a matter of fact, you're right. Because the job sent me up to Detroit to get a van. I go up there and they were like, "You want ketchup and mustard?"
Wait, ketchup? What part of Detroit you went to?
I don't know, but Detroit.
We mustard people.
I don't. They said why? They asked me, "Do you want ketchup and mustard on your sliders?" It's like no.
You sure that wasn't Nashville?
The question is, did you get a pop?
I say pop.
Of course I did.
Excuse me, I just drunk a pop.
Thank you.
Pop goes the weasel. Goddamn, I just drunk. Yeah, I still say pop, and like I said, I left when I was 8, and I still say pop. Even when I say it in front of people, they're like, "What's a pop?"
It's who we are.
Because you can't go there and say drink.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna get
That's
a drink.
definitely what I call it.
Drink.
A soda.
They've always picked me about me saying he said soda.
I call them drinks. And if you put alcohol in them, they'll drink it, drink.
Drink it, drink. Drink it, drink.
I love
It's a drink or a drink a drink.
Yeah, I said that.
What I say, apple juice.
Apple juice.
You said something I was going. I don't know. We just been flying through these questions.
I do have I mean, some of them did get answered, some of them did, but it is what it is.
I know. That's usually how it goes.
She asked y'all how long y'all been friends.
I did.
When did you
When
have
did that
that?
happen?
Y'all was in the middle of a
Y'all
whole
was in the middle
thing.
of
Y'all was
in the middle of the. Nah, damn it! I was there for you. I did that itinerary.
That was around the time she was talking about Charlotte the Cookie.
No, that was after.
Oh, so it was after Charlotte the Cookie.
The coochie.
the coochie.
The coochie that was squirting at the suck fest.
Oh my God.
So listen. Speaking of that,
Oh my goodness.
No, we gotta answer your question.
answer
first.
my question. Okay, yeah,
So you want to know how long we've been friends?
yes.
2006 or so? 2006.
Yeah, about 2000. About that time. Yeah.
I can tell.
About that time.
About that time. I can tell it's been a minute.
Well, because I don't remember. Because if you calculate the year, that's about. I just remember it was like around sophomore year of college, and I got to college like August of 2005. So it's probably, like I said, about around 2006 or so.
And then, even then, there's always that story that I didn't really like Larry.
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
So, I mean, you can probably say 2007.
I can see that, James.
But do you know why he didn't like me at first?
How? There's nothing about.
What was it?
No, I'm not. You said you can see how I want
I can see because I feel like you're more of like you keep to yourself and you're more probably particular. And I'm not judging, just based off of me, my first time meeting you.
I'm not offended.
See, like you're particular about who you have in your circle, and Larry is the type of person that if it comes up, it comes out, and he's more like, more social. I would say from what you just don't know what Larry gonna say. Larry keep on your toes sometimes, and I feel like you probably didn't like him because it's like, who is this guy coming here disturbing my peace?
I didn't say it like that.
I think I said it like that because you had your hands like this. So. I don't know what to do with my hands. So why did he like you, Larry? Was I close?
Go for it. Go for it.
So
It better not be no.
So no.
Okay.
So I didn't know that I always knew he didn't like me. Well, not always, but I knew after years he didn't like me for the reason he didn't like me. But I didn't know till recently why, the why behind the reason. So the initial reason was he didn't like me because I talked about him. Because
I can see that.
Because the reason behind it was because when I came fresh out of high school, I came fresh out of an environment where I'm playing sports. We all was joking on each other. So if everybody's in the room, if I'm talking about you, if I'm talking about him, if I'm talking about you, everybody gonna get it. You can be
Just roasting folks.
yeah, just roasting everybody. You could be in the corner.
I was close.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's the word I came from. He came from a world of that's not me.
And that's why I said particular about it. Larry,
So I came in the room. I was
out.
hey, you.
You came in there.
How are any of you friends with this guy?
Everybody can get it.
Everybody, nobody say.
Yeah.
And James was like, damn it, I'm putting my foot down. It was just Larry.
But I'm saying I didn't know he didn't like me until years.
I knew
later.
it had to be something with your personality and not saying anything negative toward either one of your personality, but I'm like that too. When I come in, you don't know what I'm going to say. And I know it can be too much for people sometimes. I'm like, oh, Queen, she just... But some people that's the life of the party. A lot of people, but whoever don't like it,
here's the crazy part about it though is I guess this is the dichotomy. Yeah. Is when most people interact with me or they meet me, they feel like, oh, he's just the life of the party, very sociable. In real life, I'm cool. I mean, I'll crack jokes behind but that's what I'm saying.
It's hard to believe.
But here's the thing. When I because I met you the first time, or when I interact with people, it's I take my personality and it goes up.
Yeah.
But when I'm not around people like that, I turn it down. I'm just
But you know what? I can't say it's I can't totally say I don't believe it because people are shocked with me like that. Because I am I've been like that all my life. I come in and I just making people I'm just naturally silly, like I said, life of the party. But some days,
just ain't got the energy.
Thing, I don't have the energy, and it's just they was like, no, you ain't Queen, you ain't like that. I'm like, no, some days I avoid people.
Sometimes you gotta recharge.
Sometimes I put a mask on when I go into Walmart because I don't want to see nobody I know, and I gotta talk to them. Then I gotta be Queen. And I don't feel like being bothered.
Here's I don't think I've ever told you this. I don't know if I'm not. I've never told. I've never told any of my friends.
Is it a moment?
I don't know.
Say
Just
it.
put it back in the holster.
I don't want to say
Just
it.
put it back in the
Say it
holster.
now.
Oh, say it, I got you. We are a
You
family.
can build it up. I got a question if
Reach
you want to.
out and touch.
You've said Queen
Oh,
a few times now. What is this? Is that your birth name? What's Queen?
That's her name.
That's your birth name.
That's her government.
Okay.
Well, is it what's the fool?
man.
What's the fool?
It's Queen in my name, my government.
I was gonna say
Yes, so
Quinine?
it's my government
Okay.
because it's Queen inside my name.
Okay.
You know, it is. I was walking in Walmart one time and this dude said, Queen, that's her real name. I guess he thought I wasn't going to turn around and say nothing to him. I was like, it is. He got scared a little bit. But yeah, Queen is in my government name. So yeah, it's not. And I have to say that when I go to like Starbucks or places, you got to give your name. He was like, what's the name? Queen. I'm like, I promise I'm not being sassy. That is my name.
Yep.
Because we are nowadays when you can go in City Trends and get you a Queen necklace. I'm like, no, that's actually my name.
There's some people like you go through all your life and you gotta just always put up that disclaimer. Such and such, yes, such and such.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was just like all these James. I was gonna bring it up. I met like 4 or 5 James in the past month.
It's a simple. We I don't know.
I went from not knowing a single James. So how you doing? My name James. How you doing? My name James. Dang.
I do have a disclaimer. I can't think of what it is though. Oh, my daughter's name. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, let's talk about the daughter. How old is your daughter?
16. Just turned 16.
16?
How old are you? I am 36.
No, I wasn't gonna ask how you are.
Okay.
I see why everybody's
Oh,
back to what we said earlier.
right.
Everybody earlier. 16 though. Wow.
Yeah.
How is that?
What do you mean? How?
Having a, no,
I was gonna say, well,
because
you when a
you
man
said
and a woman
teenage-
loves each other.
Yeah, huh?
Have to go.
Oh, when a man loves a woman, and feelings get involved. No, because you have a teenage daughter.
So
How is that being a father?
it has.
With a teenage daughter in society nowadays, where she has to be introduced to things that we didn't know about until we were like adults. Like these kids, 16, wearing wigs. I ain't wear wigs until I was adult. I didn't wear tracks until I was in college. So I'm talking about nowadays because they can't actually be kids, and you're a dad
Yeah.
with a girl. So how is that?
So my situation has been the inverse of what usually everybody, you have terrible twos. She was never a terrible child. That being said,
It's the evil laugh.
that being
I
said,
just because I've been around her and I just had a moment that I'm not gonna. I'll wait.
that being said, we didn't get along until she turned, I'm gonna say 12, almost 13, for various reasons. And once something happened, I don't have to get into specifics, but at 12 we just became a lot
Best friends.
closer. Yeah, to the point like it's like, hey, you want to come over? You want to do this? Yeah, let's do it.
And it made you feel great.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. That being said, around the time that she was about to turn 16, that's when teenager stuff started happening.
Yes.
So it's sad that I feel like I'm losing her, but she's about to be 18.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Because I have a niece. I mean, she used to come in me and Veronica's dorm room and we used to feed her when we were in college, and now she's about to be 16, but she's not easily influenced. She still has that innocence to her. So it's just nowadays I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not a teenager. Nowadays y'all got to know how to do makeup, lashes, credit, taxes.
It's crazy you mention it because like the world they live in now, they got to learn those things. Meanwhile, cut to me in high school having a class about learning how to write checks. Right.
Man,
Times have changed,
now
man.
with me, I know you said with your daughter when it wasn't until she was 12 y'all got closer. With me, it was like when I was younger, me and my dad were close. As I got older, we started to like drift apart, and that was because of my life experiences and certain things that I started to understand. I'm like, no, I want you to be like this, and you are being selfish. So
Talking about the dad?
yeah, dad-wise. So we start to separate. So I said all that to say that's a good thing that now, because she needs you more now than she did, before then. I'm just saying it as being a grown woman. What's so funny, Larry?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Say it, Larry.
when y'all talking about James' daughter, and I just had a flashback of James when she was what, like 1,
Uh-huh.
1 or 2. She was young. And I remember I was at James's house and he was trying to teach her the alphabet, and he had like the little board with the little magnetic alphabet letters. The
You stressing them out.
frustration and the stress.
Stressing them out. Let me tell
He
you,
was
it
like,
ain't easy.
what does this letter sound like? Say A, She'll say A. He'll go all the way like W. And he'll come back. What's the sound for A?
But seriously, it is very frustrating. Like that little TikTok you saw, it's hot at the bottom, and they kept reaching at the bottom. It's like that. Johnny had 2 apples. Those moments are very stressful because, like we just said this, you have to walk away because then you get real mad. Like, okay, it's not me, it's you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You're a teacher. What? I don't know if they still do them nowadays.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but yeah.
What is the point of a word problem? What was the whole purpose of doing word problems?
I would say to see how kids comprehend a math problem, like just not just being the basic part, just seeing how their mind works with breaking things down. Because math can be very like it's a lot of different things and different ways you can do math. So I would say, because I don't have to necessarily do a lot of word problems with my kids since I teach kindergarten and I taught first grade.
Right.
So I don't have to do much of it. But coming from a teacher's point of view, I feel like just to get their minds to try to understand things in different ways, that's why we do the the word problems. Because you can have the basic 2 + 2 and all the other stuff, but if you're breaking it down, it's going to be a situation in life when they're probably going to have to do something similar to that, so they need to automatically know what resources to use.
I am 36.
Or how to use it.
And I have never in my life had to sit there and figure out one train is leaving from this station at 9:13 at 50 miles per hour, while this one is leaving at 9:52.
It's levels to the math problems, though.
That
You
one-
think about, now it depends, like that type, you got the math problems like college, high school and stuff that's a little bit more deeper with the measurements and all that stuff, but the basic...
Also, I have yet to use a protractor in my 36 years.
I'm with you with that. I hadn't had to use that.
What's the point of learning that?
Right.
Zodiac, you gotta charting stars and stuff. That's what that's for. Yeah.
And they don't. And nowadays, the way we were taught things is not the same way I have to teach it. It's some things that we have to learn again. Like, why they ain't had these cheat codes when I was a kid? Like, just teaching it because of how their mind is working nowadays.
So, at no point did I ever feel like train leaving the station has applied to anything in my life until my mom asked me about retirement, and she was saying, what are the benefits for me retiring now as opposed to like 6 months from now or a year from now? And then you look, your eyes are like shutting.
I was like, okay, James.
No, seriously, listen.
No, I get you. I get what you're saying.
But
It's
that's
like,
a valid.
Cause I feel like maybe I'm thinking more college math, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I said you're thinking more like. Now, college math, I'm not going to sit here and justify that. But the basic, Johnny has 3 apples. That basic part is just to give kids to, because I know even now teaching my students things to help them comprehend things, because I can tell you all day long what this word is, but you need to know how to use it in the senses, know the definition and how to comprehend it, because it's going to be a time when you're going to need to use it.
All I know is fractions used to have me frozen.
No, fractions stress me out.
Yeah.
I hate
Fractions always. I hate
To
math
this
in
day.
general, but fractions.
I had an issue with math because like when I was in math class, I don't know anything obviously now, but like when I was in math class, you give it to me, I got you.
You say I don't know anything
They
now.
put on the board. This is what we learning. Cool, got it. I got it down pat. So once I'm outside of that class, hey man, what's I don't know, man. I don't know.
Can't even tell you my body.
But if you put me in class, I can balance a chemical equation. Got you, boy. Right now, you ask me to this day, well, you answer well with me. I can't help you.
I had another moment about, you're talking about my daughter and the words. So, the lady that I'm dating now, one of her sons, we were trying to do math. And multiplying 999 times 187. I was like,
What grade he in? 4?
he's 10. I don't know.
That's 4.
Okay.
Cause my son's in 3rd and he's about to be 9. So yeah, he's in 4. I figure he's in 4.
I'm like, that's easy. Because all you got to do is make 999 into 1,000, multiply then subtract 187. You got the answer.
They probably haven't taught them like that yet.
And that's what I was trying.
Yeah.
So I did the exact thing. I was like,
I was gonna say, it's funny enough. I do that in my head sometimes too.
so I'm like, what's 1 times 1,000? 1,000. What's 2 times 1,000? 2,000. What's 187 times 1,000?
What he said? Oh.
I was like, you got you. I'm giving you all the tools. It's
Yeah.
right here.
All I know
Anything times 1 is that number.
Now I feel like nowadays it's they kind of teach math. I don't want to say backwards. It's kind of like backwards though. It's like we were probably taught like how to do it the easy way 1st. I feel like they're trying to teach them the hard way first.
Yeah.
Then once they get the hard way, then they give them the cheat codes. So that's considered a cheat code. And he probably
that's true.
and you would automatically think, give him the cheat code. So if you get it this way, then we'll break it down. No, they want you to stress you out first and then give you a sucker.
And then that comment.
That's how we have to teach it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Because I'm even like, why do I have to teach this like this? No, I'm going to do it my way. As long as they get it. And it's, if they're successful with it. Say that.
Yeah.
I was, I don't say I was a bad kid in school, but like I was definitely a talker. Like I'd be in the back. I'd get in trouble a lot for talking in class.
Look, if that. So you had the non-satisfactory in your conduct too? No, I was a talker.
Non-satisfactory.
Y'all done had?
Oh, I heard.
Because you remember when they had conduct was a grade?
You heard nonsense.
I heard nonsense factor. Like, what?
That's what I heard.
That's what you heard too?
That's
I was like, I don't.
What's going on with y'all ears over there?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Hear what they want to hear.
I mean, it is what it is, man. As a country person, I can't hear
As a
big city
country
talk.
person, I can't hear you say. I mean, you put your overalls on and sit right there by the baby.
Hey, listen.
Just
if I can
it
find
came
overalls that fit and I look good in them, I will wear them.
Get your little piece of hay.
Nah, I don't need no hay.
You don't need no hay sticking out your
Sweet
mouth.
grass.
That what it is.
Sweet grass.
Sweet.
Now
You know,
wanna-
I don't know.
Now you want to hear
Where
some,
are you from,
Now you wanna hear-
Larry?
You want to hear some country? Now I tell you something country.
What?
Now this is what we used to do in high school. We used to they'd be like in the ground, be like these little bit of small holes. So we used to take like a little piece of grass, stick a piece of grass in the ground, and catch what we call chicken chokers. It's like this little bug. It had like these little claws in his mouth. So you stick the piece of grass in the hole, wait for him to grab it, and then pull it out of the hole. So we catch about 2 or 3 of them, put them on the desk, and then let them fight each other.
This country. Now I thought I was worse when I had.
Meanwhile, you got Johnny in the back with a Coca-Cola bottle with the chewing tobacco spitting in it.
Bro, I don't believe that's what you went through, but
Okay,
not the what you talking about the little spitting. Anyway,
that's I don't want to say all of them,
but most.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
my
scary
God.
looking.
That's, ugh. Now see, this may sound a little crazy. I think Larry gonna say something, but it's okay. I used to catch bees in like a pop bottle. I'll wait till they all get in there and just shake it up and kill them. I used to do stuff like that.
Did you say kill them? Are you a...
I mean, I put salt on slugs.
No wonder you
No,
like
I don't
Hannibal
know.
Lecter kind
I
of...
used to catch roly polies, and then we would
Oh,
sit in the
yeah.
middle of the road and we would pull them apart.
I was gonna say I put them in my hand.
Wait!
and rolled up.
No,
We
speaking
pulled
of,
them
when the last
apart.
time y'all done seen a caterpillar? We don't see them no more. I don't really see caterpillars anymore. You see
Yeah.
butterflies?
They're actually out there. You're not
I don't
really
see
looking
them for real. I get fascinated. I'm like, whoa,
Listen.
my childhood.
As a person who came to A&M who studied forest management, and we had a class where we had to collect insects. They're out there. You just don't really see
I don't
them.
see them. I know they are. It's just the fact that like I said, being in Michigan, I used to see them all the time, especially the big ones. I used to try to catch them and take. I didn't kill them. I tried to take care of them.
Let me not sound high and mighty because I was lighting bugs on fire. So let me be quiet.
Right? Why you sitting there judging? I think everybody went through a phase when they was killing bugs.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't kill, but like if you see, I just killed a... Well, I didn't kill it. It was... Anyway.
You released them.
I tried to kill it, but it looked like it was still squirming, so I just threw him out there.
I told you he released it. I said, oh, I think he released the bug.
I was like, I don't know. It looked like it squished them.
I knew it. You sung a song to him while you walking out there with him.
It was something I was
Y'all
supposed to
had
tell
them
y'all,
all.
wasn't it?
It
Little sermon.
was. It was something you said you had never told him.
Oh, yeah. So, basically, What was we talking about that though?
I don't know, but I was gonna wonder if
Oh, personality. So what I was gonna say was that I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. You know my thoughts. I gotta get it out. So basically, what I was gonna say was I haven't told any of my friends this, or maybe I have. I don't know. But because like I said, because people usually see me as like life of the party, outgoing type of situation. There have been moments where like I would get around my friends, and like I do kind of feel that urge to be like, let me throw a joke in here, or let me
Like you feel
Feel
like you gotta
obligated.
put on,
not
yeah.
necessarily obligated, but it's kind of like if I like sometimes if I feel like the conversation is dying down, I'd be like, now's my time to add a joke.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you feel that way because we don't joke?
He
No,
probably.
it's-
Go ahead. I want you to answer, and I'm gonna say from my point of view.
No, I don't think it's because more because if in all honesty, I feel like y'all are funnier than I am, but then again, I also don't really think that I'm funny.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Okay.
But like, so I really don't know what it is. I think it's more so because I just feel like I don't think it's necessarily that I feel like y'all don't joke. I think it's the need to entertain because it's kind of like nobody's saying anything.
And I know you had something to say, but I think I understand where you're coming from is because you are your thoughts. So it's like anything that you come up with is like something that you expected to come up with. But if somebody else comes up with something that you didn't think about, then it's like, that's good, that's clever, it's funny.
Yeah.
So I guess I can understand that.
What were you gonna say? Take your time. You got all that.
This chair, I thought was strawberry.
I hate when that happens.
It's not banana.
I'll take a banana.
You are a sick individual.
I was about to say it's not. It's almost. You may not want to use the verbiage obligated, but it's just like this. What people expect.
Of course.
That's what people expect. It's like you're always the life of the party. People expect it, so you probably don't like the awkward silence. So it's almost like I have to do this because of the awkward silence, or they're so used to me doing this. So let me just continue to be who I am because this is what I do all the time. Like sometimes I be feeling like that too. Like it's like you say, it's that you don't necessarily feel. You kind of feel obligated, but at the same time, you just like, okay, I don't like awkward silence, so it's like it's getting too quiet. Let me go ahead and do my queen thing. And not saying I'll say it in my head before I do it. It's just like
I don't be mad in silence though.
when I'm at home, I would love to complete. I can't get it at work, so when I'm at home, I'm okay with complete silence. I am. I go to sleep with rain sounds, but still.
You like you about to say something.
Yeah, go eat your banana.
That's good too. I've had traditionally some issues with going to sleep, and I try out the ambient noises and like, so my mind focuses on this is repeating. I can hear where it's repeating, and it's keeping me up. And I'm just
on the rain sounds.
Oh no,
I know what you're talking about.
Out.
It don't take me. Yeah, it don't usually take me long, but I know what you're talking
Fan
about.
on.
Especially when it's like when it's got a little image, and it'll just like show a little movement, then it'll go back.
You know, like when you put it on the TV.
Was
No,
it
I do it. I had. Remember like the SpongeBob. Oh.
I was thinking argo, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about because I have a whole little album, and it's just the sounds. Because I will wake up. I can't sleep with the TV on, nothing like that. So, yeah. Okay, who nose ring? Friend, how long you had your nose pierced?
Since July of last year, when I got this
I know
tattoo.
it's been pierced, but do you normally wear hoops?
Hey, when
It's always been a
How
hoop.
long you had that shirt, Jay?
Since the movie came out, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, what you thinking about? You getting a tattoo?
Yeah. You know what? Because
I know
you
you-
usually see me
you're
when
not
you getting
opposed
your
to it.
nails done, and I got a mask
I don't know
on.
if
Yeah, that's why I forgot.
I think
that.
that's what it is.
I was like, friend, I know you had it, but I was like, wait a minute, goddamn.
You know what?
Jim.
I think if I get a tattoo, it's gonna say tattoo, and then if I get another
I
one,
see you doing it,
and then if I get another one, it's gonna say
You
tat,
put 35.
and then TWO, so tattoo, and then the last one's gonna say tattoo, TATTOO, just to show how.
Or
you thought that out.
It's just I don't see the point of tattoos.
or you can get a tattoo.
I know. I'm just.
You can get a tattoo that says tattoo. That says you already got it done. In future tense.
Strawberry.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Strawberry.
Them be the first ones I eat.
But no, I do know why other people get tattoos. I don't want one.
I want a tattoo, but I just have to. I don't. I got
Shenanigans
one on
forever.
Well, I do want that, but like it's more so, and this is
Thank you.
this speaks to, I guess, to bring the conversation back to the original point. My weight loss journey that I have yet to begin, or that I'm on, or that I'm in the middle of, however you want to look at it.
The first step is
Hey, I've been on that first step forever. Part of the reason why I'm hesitant to get a tattoo because it's like I don't want to get a tattoo now, and then like when my skin shrinks, it just be like it'd be a word, and the word shrinks, and my skin shrinks. So.
Cheers.
You see what I'm saying?
that nail smell came back. I don't know what just happened.
Because you opened the trash can.
Oh, that's what it is. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. You know, like
I know it was from that.
It's just earlier I was saying that, when I came and sat down, I smelled it, and then she left, and I didn't smell it, and she came back, and then I smelled it again, but I don't, but okay, all right, never mind.
All I can think about is like when I grew up, I used to spend it. I love my mom, I do, but like because I grew up at a time where technology wasn't that advanced, especially being an only child too. I had to entertain myself a lot, and my mom would spend a lot of time at the hair salon, and I couldn't just be at the house by myself. So now I'm just at a hair salon with nothing to do, breathing in all those chemicals.
Like what my son is literally going through.
Yeah, I mean,
He's so used to it.
yeah.
So I'm gonna say something, and Larry, I guess you know, I guess what anyway. But anyway, so when I was young, my grandmother did hair as well, and what I would do when I was little is I would go around playing with customers' feet.
Whoa. Didn't see that coming.
No, let's talk about this.
I did not see that coming.
Let me be the first.
Yeah, let's
Why are they barefoot in the first place?
sit there right
They were barefoot?
Define playing with.
I don't know. I remember crawling around doing it, and I remember grown-ups telling me I did it. I don't know what I did.
You just grabbing them?
I don't know. I have the memory of me like crawling and do. I just don't know.
This is your origin story, man.
That's why you had that kid. You got a 60-year-old girl. You playing with feet since you were a kid.
We don't have to talk
Start
about
off
it.
soon.
We don't have to talk about it.
No, we don't talk about it.
It's not.
Do you
it's
have a
not
foot
what you.
thing now?
It's
was a
not.
salon foot
It's not.
bandit.
It's not what you think. It's not what you all think.
What you mean?
It's
Ain't
not
what
what
we think.
y'all
You
think.
playing with feet in the salon.
It's not what y'all
We're
think.
not judging. It's just saying that Larry. Oh, not Larry. Talking about me in your head, Larry. James, you got a little side to you, don't you?
So there's this movie called The Marvels coming out.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking.
How
about
excited are you about this movie?
I do have something I do want to talk about. Since you want to change it, I got you. I got you, little boy. So
They just want to be like us. He want to say something about the foot salon thing so bad it's eating him up.
I'm cool. So I posted a video on TikTok. Question. Go ahead. What was it?
No. Go for it. Go.
It was like I posted a question. And it was like weird food combinations.
Please tell me you got some responses.
I got a few.
Okay.
Your friend actually, well, I guess she's our friend. She sent one in. This is the first one I want to mention because we actually talked about it, and it was unprompted. I didn't ask for it, meaning like I didn't persuade her giving this specific combination. But I can tell you what it was.
Okay. I want to know which friend is this?
Tay.
Oh my goodness.
Why that? Why that?
Nothing.
So, she said hers is spaghetti, sugar, and hot sauce.
Oh no.
Sweet and
Well,
I guess it's sweet and spicy.
The reason I bring it up is because we had a whole conversation about sugar and spaghetti, and I had no idea it even was happening.
So I can understand why put them together because people put sugar in their spaghetti, people put hot sauce in their spaghetti. So why not put them together?
I would, yeah.
Me personally, it never occurred to me to do that, but I wouldn't mind trying it.
My question is, when she says sugar on her spaghetti, is the sugar on top of the already put together spaghetti, or is there sugar added to the sauce?
Same way I would say sugar and grits.
I didn't ask follow-up
You know,
questions.
some people
No.
cheesy
That's-
grits. Do you do cheesy grits?
I love
I love
love-
cheesy
I love
grits.
cheesy
I want
grits.
savory,
But that's
buttery,
a-
salty cheesy
But
grits.
that's a southern thing because I know when I cook, like we had breakfast and I said put the cheese in the grits with like my family from Detroit. My daddy was like, cheese and grits? Where they do that at?
How do they-
like, it's good.
My
And he
grandma
loved
used to
it once
put
he tried
sugar
it.
and syrup in her grits, and
How
I'm
do-
like,
That's a lot.
How do they eat it in Detroit?
They were just eating. They weren't eating with sugar. It was just the regular salt and pepper butter.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
it
the
wasn't
way.
no cheese. No.
I can't eat
sugar.
them without cheese.
But I cannot
No,
eat grits without
I can't eat
cheese.
them without cheese,
Sa-
yeah.
I can't eat a burger without cheese. I can't eat a sandwich without cheese.
I can eat a burger without cheese, but the
No.
burger has to be juicy and well made.
With my
Like,
cheese.
it can't just be like, oh, just a frozen patty that you heat
Patty.
up and put it on a bun.
With cheese.
How about fish and spaghetti?
Really? That's what we're gonna do?
Nothing wrong.
While you using your grits in a high-speed police chase.
Look, no, I was 8. Well, I mean, it is Detroit. Probably was. I mean, I did see my grandma purse get snatched when I was a little
See what I'm
kid.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
I went through some stuff, y'all. I'm scared of Detroit. You said fish spaghetti. I don't think nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with fish and spaghetti.
Okay.
I like fish and spaghetti.
For the record, James, nobody said fish and spaghetti
Okay.
is an issue.
Okay.
All I said
Oh, this
was,
must be a previous conversation.
all I
with
said
you guys.
was,
Main
out
dishes.
here, fish and spaghetti are two main dishes put together. That's all I said.
Okay. I just
I
want.
mean, it is two main dishes, but chicken
But-
and spaghetti, fish and spaghetti.
But also, to James's point, the spaghetti, we're in a scenario of fish and spaghetti,
It's cold.
James's spaghetti is
What?
different
Touch your feet
than.
early. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I don't know.
I'm so
The
sorry.
Marvels.
I guess let's just have a conversation.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, I'm sorry. It just threw me off.
I'm trying to explain.
Listen. I think I got ADHD.
We're supposed to go what tomorrow? 7:30?
7. Yep. That's what 7:30. We just
You already
said
got your
7:30.
ticket?
I did. I went and got it today.
Where y'all going?
So I just want to let you know
You
that
You not sitting with us?
I am, but I'm not.
Oh, you're not gonna see the previews? That's nothing. Man.
No, that's definitely not going to happen. But I might be bringing a kid.
A kid?
Oh, is it the one from the game night?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the small one too.
Oh.
But it's,
Why y'all
He
say like
wasn't
that?
that bad though.
I know that was the crazy thing. Like
He wasn't that bad.
he wasn't bad then, but he can't sit there. So it's gonna be a
sit next
challenge.
to me?
I'm gonna put him on the other side.
I mean, I don't care. I'm trying to prepare myself.
But I'm assuming since it's a superhero movie that maybe he kind of sat through Blue Beetle, but Blue Beetle was Blue Beetle. I don't expect the Marvels to be all that great though.
Let's see. But to James's point, when he thinks about fish and spaghetti,
Uh-huh.
his spaghetti is like just noodles and sauce, and then fish. But the reason why it was such a whatever for me, because like when I think of spaghetti, I think of like noodles, meat, all
Pepper,
all that.
onions. Well, bell pepper, onion.
Yeah. So that's why I say like to me it's like that's two main dishes. But like if you just giving me sauce and noodles and fish,
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm putting like I'm seasoning the spaghetti, but he's just saying no. When he thinks of spaghetti, it's already got meat in it, as opposed to when you do fish and spaghetti in the north, it's just spaghetti and then you have the fish like a whole piece of like catfish or something.
Gotcha.
so
You got something weird combination? When it comes to food?
not really. I had some other ones. But I can't open TikTok because it'll cut off the thing. So if one of y'all want to pull it up, well, I guess you have to be the one to pull it up.
You got
I
you
got
have a
it.
weird one? I know you do, V.
Oh, mine was pickles and ranch.
Everybody says she commented on it, pickles and ranch.
Pickles and ranch.
So when you do it, do you have a whole pickle that you dip in ranch? Do you have pickle slices?
I learned something about myself
All
in the
of
last
it.
48 hours that
Okay.
apparently
I'm not big on pickles as it is.
makes me
I don't like pickles at all.
On my, I don't.
I
mind on my burger.
like the big ones,
What's good, people?
but there you go.
My name is Larry. Just
Listen,
What? I didn't say anything.
you've been on Demon Time all night. But so I mean, does the pickle kind of matter? Because you know they got sweet, they got spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, it has
they
to be
do.
like a dill pickle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say now.
Because I don't like bread and butter. I don't like sweet pickles.
Yeah, she don't like. I'm gonna say she don't like sweet pickles.
I like salty. Hey, you sent me a message.
What is
Queen sent you a message.
What I said?
Okay. Lay's potato chips with marshmallows.
What?
I would try that. And then she also said celery and mustard too.
Oh no.
Why do I feel like celery and mustard isn't like so? Chips, marshmallows, just They don't go with a lot.
They
to
don't
me.
go.
Just
Then
give
I
me-
mean, now I did have a coworker. She would get celery with the buffalo chicken dip. She would eat it with carrots or
She's probably
celery.
doing keto.
look.
Oh yes, to stop. Yeah,
Celery needs whatever. It just needs anything, something.
I do not
Because
like
but mustard.
anything.
I eat celery and ranch.
The last time I ate celery was when we did ants on a log, and that was in like kindergarten, middle school. You know what ants on a log are? I feel like I've told you this
I
before.
think you have, but I just
You
don't.
take a piece of
Raisins.
celery, you put peanut butter on it, and then put the raisins on top of it.
Yeah, I don't
Ants
like
on the left.
raisins.
Okay.
I know I
Oh,
told
I've
you
seen
before.
that. Yeah.
That's the last time I ate celery, like just to eat celery.
That's cute.
Celery.
Ants on the
When I get like, because they come with Chinese food sometimes, or wings.
Yep. Yep.
Set them to the side. I don't
My
like
boy.
them.
And I never even think to like tell them. I do tell them at like when I go to get Zaxby's or something. You can keep that bread. You can keep that coleslaw
You don't like the bread?
because you get double fries. If you
I'm
don't.
not-
No, they
like
keep
fries.
the coleslaw. You still
I
just
get-
let them keep the
I get the
coleslaw and get
bread
double
and the
fries.
double
Egg, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it takes because Tenders is the same way. You got to tell them to keep something to get double fries.
Just the coleslaw.
It's a coleslaw.
So
I
just say
don't eat
keep going.
fries, so they don't. I don't want no
You said
double
What about
fries.
tater tots?
Not really, no.
You
So,
said-
so it's potatoes in general for you.
But I like mashed potatoes.
What's wrong
But
with fries?
I will say,
Ain't nothing wrong with them. She just ate them a lot as a child.
I did.
Well,
see, she's just tired of
and
them.
that's,
I got
and that's,
tired of them.
that's part of the reason why I was so confused about the sugar and spaghetti, because like in high school we ate spaghetti every Friday before a football game. We did that for 4+ years.
Yeah.
And all those years now I'm thinking like there was sugar in it,
Right.
and nobody said
Nobody
it.
said it. As long as you don't put ketchup in your spaghetti, that's disgusting.
Ugh.
But now, like even if I do like with the seafood or whatever, they had a potato. I don't have to have the potato. Like I like mashed potatoes, but it is kind of a potato thing. I would eat. Sometimes I want to loaded mashed potatoes, but like people like let's do a potato bar, let's do fries. Now, if you got different sauces I can try, then I'll eat some of them because I like different sauces and stuff like that. But no, I'm not a fried person.
So I know you got like cheese things you can like lay out a whole bunch of cheese. You got taco bars. You got potato bars.
Yeah, the
Chili
potato bar-
bars.
Well, did you? I don't know if you went to that game night.
Yeah, so you.
At
It's,
the what's we call it? I don't know if we put their name out there, but at the couple's house. Because
okay.
They had like theme game nights, and so they had a potato bar one night.
I don't remember that.
I was gonna say I don't know if you went to that one or not. But I was there, but they had a potato bar. So they like just had potatoes and then like different
all these
things.
different toppings like
So they had
sour cream, different
bacon,
meats.
I would love that.
chicken. It's basically
You like potatoes. You
also
like
hungry right now.
I was just saying the potatoes is a side. Like I can't just eat that and nothing
But
else.
if you get a big potato and you
Yeah.
put all the stuff on it, plus you can eat more than one, so you go
Right.
And they probably had meat to put in it.
Yeah, so
that's what I'm saying.
when they do a
Yeah.
potato bar, they have like steak, chicken,
Okay.
Pulled
beef,
pork,
That's what
all
I'm
of
saying,
that.
like a
all
loaded,
like all the
basically-
whole 9
It's
yards.
basically like you making loaded baked potatoes. So you
Right,
got all the
right.
meat stuff.
Okay.
Plus, you know they got desserts. And
Yeah.
sides. And
Of course.
But yeah, I'm not a big potato person. I'm not really big on potatoes. I like onion rings though.
I'm not an onion ring.
I
fan.
stopped eating onion rings a long time ago.
Someone also said olive oil and vanilla ice cream.
Now, what?
Why oil? What?
It says it's hella weird, but surprisingly works.
What in your mind said?
Let me put olive
let's put
oil on
olive
this.
and ice, like what?
I don't think it's
And I
nothing
think-
I've ever just put olive oil. Nope. Avocado toast. It's really good on avocado toast.
But that's different. That makes sense. I don't like avocado, but I like guacamole.
I don't like either
I
one.
know, right?
You know what? It's probably came from like a TikTok thing because TikTok like saying, you know what, this and this goes together, and you'll be surprised. And I did try that once. It was mustard and Twix, maybe.
Oh hell.
Oh, I know there was a mustard and something I like because it was like a big thing a while back. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
And I thought I was weird for putting mustard on my tuna sandwiches, but it's not too weird because it's
that's
already
not
made
weird.
with mustard anyways.
It's crazy you say that. So like I'm not picky, but I can be picky.
You don't
So-
like mustard?
So if I'm making a sandwich, like let's say a ham sandwich,
Uh-huh.
all I want is bread, meat, and cheese.
No.
I was gonna
That's
say,
boring.
do you all
That's boring.
put mayonnaise on your sandwiches?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't
thank
put
you.
anything on mine.
What the heck?
He like dry stuff.
He also didn't think
okay,
a chicken
so, okay.
sandwich was a sandwich.
Listen.
All right.
First off, let's pump the brakes.
Okay, all right.
Why, whenever I say I make a sandwich, and I put bread, meat, cheese, everybody's like, it's got to be dry. If you have quality products, it's not going to be dry.
How is it not? I mean, because of the cheese and the meat.
If you get quality meat, quality lettuce, quality cheese, and nice.
You didn't say lettuce.
You just said meat, cheese, and bread.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. Cheese, lettuce, meat, bread. Right? If you have if you have all of that, and if you have soft bread, it's not going to be dry.
I need mayo.
It's gonna stick to the roof of your mouth.
It won't though.
All I need
If you go to McDonald's or Wendy's or anything and they have mayonnaise on there, do you just say no mayonnaise?
So that's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
So like if I'm making a sandwich or if I'm making a hamburger or whatever, I'm not putting any condiments on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just whatever. But if I go to Burger King and if I get a Whopper that comes with mayo, I may say light mayo, but I'm not taking it off. Same with like a McDouble, if it comes with ketchup and mustard, I just eat that on it. Also, like if I get like tuna salad, which has mayo in it, or like potato salad, I eat that fine. It's just
because it's mayo based anyway.
But if you just talking about just spreading just. I do not want it.
I'm spreading all that. Hot dogs, burgers, all that.
Yeah, I love mayo though.
Like I said earlier, with pickles, I don't eat pickles.
I love mayo.
Mayo gets a bad rap.
It just like, mayo just makes it complete. Like I'd be mad if I don't taste enough mayo on a burger. Like give me a pack.
Y'all are the visual representation of the commercial where they say let your mayo freak flag fly.
I've never heard that, but Five Guys extra mayo every time.
Yeah. But I don't like ketchup on my burgers. Now I'm like you. If it's on there, I'm not gonna be like throw it all away, burn the restaurant down. But I don't really like ketchup on my burgers.
Did you say a hamburger wasn't a sandwich or a chicken sandwich wasn't a sandwich?
I don't remember.
Okay, all right.
You be debating so much.
Because we have so many debates. It be between here, work, or just in regular life. I don't know.
You be debating at work?
With you, because we all go to the Chinese restaurant, we all debate, or like me and you just debate just in general. Me, you, and Dexter will debate, and then we get on the show and debate. There's just so many debates. I don't know, James. Okay. I could have said it was a sandwich, maybe not a sandwich. I don't know. It's chicken. Just eat it. I don't know. I don't know, James. I don't know.
So, question: if you were to get married, how would you feel about living in two different houses?
We're not living in two different houses. That's the point of being married. My father and his wife, they stay in two different houses. But it's because my daddy is a thought pocket. And he wanted to be able to have his other women come to the house. So that's why they stay. And
why stay married?
But they're still married.
Because she's the only one that's going to tolerate him to the level of like trust that he has for her.
That's only strengthening my yeah.
But if you're married in two different, what's the point?
Well, why not try it? Because a whole bunch of marriages end in divorce when they move in together. So why not be married?
You move in before you get married.
Why not be married and date for a long time? Because dating is the fun part.
That's why I say I believe in, most of the time they say, what's going on with this?
I was gonna tell this is the part where we check out.
So you did have more. Did you have more foods?
There was one more, and this one I would actually try. I would actually try this. So I don't know if it's a he or she, but they said they put jelly on their grilled cheese.
Didn't you say something like that before?
So
not that you did, but
I was talking about not liking grilled cheese because we had the conversation about
what?
Yeah, he didn't like it because he associated. We talked about this on 3 episodes now. He associated it growing up with tomato soup because of the Campbell soup commercial.
Because all the commercials I saw, we had the grilled cheese and tomato soup together, and I was like, I don't like tomato soup, so I don't want.
So I don't want no grilled cheese.
So you just made it in your mind like
yes, he has since tried a grilled cheese.
Here's what makes it even more messed up. Like, I didn't eat grilled cheese, but growing up, because I didn't cook for real, like when I was younger, I would make cheese toast, which is essentially the same thing. Mm-hmm. But like in my mind,
like
different names. I was like, this is not.
It is the same.
That's what it is.
I didn't know that. All I know is I was always told it was called cheese. I mean, cheese toast. So like in my mind, cheese toast and grilled cheese are not the same.
Okay, so in my head, grilled cheese has 2 pieces of bread, but grilled toast, cheese toast.
That's why she said open face.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's why he said that.
Cheese on, put it in there.
It's still, I can, maybe there's too much bread. So, I can see, anyway, I'm just trying to.
Plus, they're made, in my mind at the time, they were made differently too. Because like with grilled cheese, you have to put them on, you press it down and Cheese.
Well, like you was using the iron. I can't say that word. Iron.
Oh my god. Okay.
I struggle
With a
with that
spatula.
word. You look like you did.
With an iron.
With an iron.
Arm.
Well,
Go ahead, James. What you gotta say? Cause
Nothing at all. Y'all,
Go
please
ahead.
just keep going.
No,
Please
just-
keep going. Please keep going.
Did you have any other comments on Instagram?
that's the only one was the spaghetti and what's the
Oh no, your friend said cookies and mustard. We need to know what kind of cookies, because depending on what kind of cookies, I might try that too.
V-Mac, what you going through? Who stressed you out? These nail people stress you out? Cookies and mustard. I live with you. I ain't never see you eat nothing like this.
I like mustard and I like cookies.
You
I
love
might try it
rice?
together. I do love rice.
I try to rationalize it. It sounds like sweet and sour, which, me personally, I don't want that sweet and sour. Like my cookies.
That's too much. That's a different
Yeah.
level of sweet and sour. It's the. You got that musician look on your face when they playing something.
I didn't.
When they playing so good and they hit that note,
I didn't know I was making a face.
you know, it's like this.
Oh, I don't know.
Larry, you making me upset right now because you got this hat on and I can't wear those kind of hats. Like I can only wear one size hat
Why you can't with us?
because my head is not a normal size head. You ain't have to.
Just sit there laughing.
Yeah,
Oh,
you ain't
there's a
gotta
couple
agree
more
with your
comments.
laughter.
I'm sorry. It's just the way that you said it.
You know, laughing like that.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Was that?
There was a couple more comments.
Oh,
This the
did
person
Did you want to go through all of them?
yeah, we can. I didn't know. I hadn't read the new one.
This person you want to bring on our podcast disrespecting us like this?
No, it's not being disrespectful. It's the way you said
I
it.
missed it.
Well, guys, she may not be back.
Yes, I will.
Last time I checked, she short.
Girl, I got kicked out this morning my first episode. Well, I enjoyed it. What you got to say to me?
Nothing. I didn't know if we were done about the two houses thing, but that's fine. We can just.
Are you so you're okay with that?
I don't see. I don't. Tell me what are
What's
the
the
downsides?
point?
What are the downsides?
You're married.
But that's a-
you want to come
that's a- that's a-
home
that's
to
a
your
good thing.
wife and your husband.
And
Okay,
I can go. I can go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut you off.
Yeah, we can have sleepovers. I can go over there
Why do you need a separate house?
because
Why can't we sleep in the same bed?
because sometimes we just need that time apart. We don't have to
you don't
always
have to
be
have a
under.
house to do that.
Yes, you have a
gotta
place
get
that you
a
can go
man
home.
cave. And I agree with. I don't want nobody up under me in my face all the time. You should be able to balance. Have your guy time. She has her girl time. Have your family time, and have you and her time. You don't need a whole house to do that.
Why not? What's the downside?
Go to Larry's house.
What's the downside? Just I'm still waiting for a
Go to
downside.
Larry's house. You want to get.
This is
Go to
the-
Larry's house.
So far, I have
So
not
what you doing at that house? What you need that whole house for?
playing a game, sleeping,
You ain't playing just a
watching a
game,
movie. Yes, that's
You got
exactly what I want to do.
Tamika sitting over there
Oh,
in
Lord.
the living room.
That's what you think. Larry
Because
knows.
what
me.
other reason would you have another
To go to
house
sleep.
for? What you need to go to sleep in another house? You're not giving me like.
I'm giving you
Me too.
legitimate reasons. You just don't
Why?
know me, and I just want to sleep. I want to watch movies. I want
Well,
to
you
play
don't
the
need to be
game.
married.
I can't. So
Why
I
you gotta
can't.
sleep in a whole nother
I can't
house?
sleep. But I'm just
You
saying.
can, but why do you have to have a whole other house to do that?
That's what that's a great question. Will you let me sleep? Will you let me play the game? Will you let me watch movies when I want to?
Why?
That is not how it goes.
It depends on the person you're with.
Yeah.
Sometimes
50%
now
of
it
marriages
depends.
would
It's
say-
all about balance. Now, if you're doing too much of
Yeah, I agree.
playing a game, sleeping, and not spending time with you, that's when it become an issue. But if you have a partner that's okay with you being able to have, because like I said, I don't want you here all the time. I'm gonna want to sometimes watch my reality show or whatever. Even though I don't like reality, but watch my stuff and you do your guy stuff.
50% of marriages would say that women aren't okay with their man really doing that. But you're still having so many downsides. You were going to say something?
I was gonna ask, why can you not live in the same house and still date?
Because you're going home to that person. That's not a date. That's
What? So because you got me, you can't date me?
no.
What?
Wait, okay, Let me give me a second.
Yeah.
If I have you,
This is
like
sex.
if we are boyfriend, girlfriend, married, whatever it is, I have you, and yes, I can still date you. But if I'm coming home with you at the end of the night, that's a little bit more than a date. That is
See?
still that's more.
James.
Now that you done heard it, it's not as.
Cause listen, I've known you for some time. We've had this conversation, this debate, multitudes of times. That last part, I can't agree with. You had me up until the last part.
What part in particular?
The dating where it's not like, okay, I get what you're trying to say as far as like the dating, you keeping the dating phase fresh. But the whole fact of like, if we go on a date and we come home, that's more than a date. Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. What do you mean?
If we live together, so people, and sure, I guess it's still people say let's have date night. So you can call it that, sure. But to me, dating is different than it's not the same.
You're thinking about dating like when you date multiple people, you go out with multiple people. It's different levels to dating.
It don't have to.
I feel like some men they get you, they know they got you, and they just stop putting in effort until making spicing things up, and then you try to understand why some women and some men go and look for that spice in other people because you just said forget it. I got you. What I got to keep working, keep doing this for and. No, like you want to be entertained. You don't want to be bored.
You don't go on dates now and then go home together and spend the night?
Yeah, but you have to. Like that's an obligation. It's not an option.
I think you're making it seem like, do you like today? Because you're making it seem like we're pulling your like.
No, the date is the fun part. That's the great part.
Exactly. So why not do the dating in the relationship to continue to make it fun so you won't get bored?
That is exactly what I'm saying. Let's do. Except we just go home to different houses.
So essentially, what you're saying is, okay, when you're married, you take your wife on a date, whatever that date may be.
Mm-hmm.
If you had two separate houses, one, let's say I come pick you up, I take you on a date. Mm-hmm. We have a great time. I drop you off at home. I go to my house. So the next time I see you, which may be, let's say, the next day, it's like, it's still, it gives you something to look forward to as opposed to like, we go out on a date, we have a great time, we come back home, and now we're just around each other.
Exactly.
You don't need a whole nother house to keep things, I'm just saying, like, I feel like in order to keep things fresh and keep things exciting, you can find the unique ways with that person in that same household. Why do you have to have a whole nother household to be able to, I look forward to seeing this person in the morning? Like, you don't need a whole nother house for that.
Because 50% of marriages say that eventually you get tired of that person.
Yeah, but that's what that says. You have you been married before? So you don't know if that's going to be the case.
But you haven't tried two different houses, so you don't know if that's going to work or not.
Yeah, I know it's not going to work for me.
How do you know?
Because I know if I'm married.
When you dated somebody.
If I'm married if now dating someone and we're in a relationship, that's two separate houses. We're not committed. We're not married. Like we're not.
And y'all
death do us part.
Y'all lasted through that, right?
It depends on that. But being married, on average, if you're married to a person, you want your husband or you want your wife. Let's say you're going through something, or you just want to be around them just because you miss them. Now I got to drive to your house when I could just come home to you. Sometimes it feels good. You can have a long day of work, or just want to see that person. You can come into that house and just make sure they knowing that person is there. But then when the person is not there, it's like, okay, I'm coming home to nothing and I'm married. It makes you feel lonely.
You can go to his house. Go to his house. Or he can come to your house.
No, it's just don't
and
make
then
sense
sometimes,
to me. What's the point of,
I got to go home. I got to wash his dirty drawers. I got to do this. Like, eventually,
you got married. I mean, everybody knows when you're married, it's a part of being married. It's just what comes with it.
You can try two different houses.
How you going to be together and separate?
That makes no sense, because you are.
If I'm boyfriend, girlfriend with somebody, we're together. We're just in two different houses. What's the problem?
Married is another level.
Is like this in front of God. That's a marriage license. With boyfriend, girlfriend, you can get up and walk away anytime you want to. With married,
it ain't that easy.
Trust will come in. Trust will come in as an issue, because it's like, why do you have to have a separate house? What are you doing when we're not around each other? Do you feel like do you can't stand to be around me, so you have to have a separate house? That's gonna cause a lot of issues.
I would assume that you wouldn't marry the person if you didn't trust them in a different house.
What, James? That makes no sense. Why do you need to be at a separate? You're telling me, you're saying you're okay with being at a separate house. Why do you have to be at a separate house so bad? What is it so what is it about that person that you cannot be in the same household with that person overnight, come home to that person? It's so difficult, so to you that you have to go to a separate house.
Would you say Scarlett Johansson is a pretty looking woman?
We ain't talking about Scarlett.
Just answer the question.
Yeah, she cool, she pretty, she
okay.
alright.
All right, so when
it ain't
I first
about looks though, and we said that earlier. It ain't all about the looks.
When she first came in Iron Man 2, thought she was gorgeous, beautiful, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. I've seen her so much that I'm tired of her, and I'm not even married to her. I don't live with her. I'm already there. Like, I'm not saying that she's not beautiful. I'm already tired of her.
So so that sounds like that's a you thing. That's a you issue.
And 50% of marriages as well.
Not just based off of being tired of a person. Well, and you know what they're probably tired of? They're probably tired of the same routine, the same boring thing, the same not doing everything exciting. So why you got to go move out when you can try to fix it into that household and try to fix things?
It doesn't work. 50% of marriages, it doesn't.
You stuck on this 50%
because it's a reality. That is fact. That is what has happened.
Stuck on this 50%.
I'll say this, and we'll wrap it up here. To your point, I get what you're saying as far as like it causes the distrust or mistrust. How do you say?
Right.
I don't know the proper term.
Insecurities, all of that.
I get that. To your point with the 50%, I understand. I hear you as far as like based on previous experiences and past numbers. I get it. However, numbers aren't always end all be all because let's say 10% of that 50% of people actually put in effort to change things.
Right. That's
So
what I was
doesn't always
saying.
mean that as well. Also, to your point, I will say this. You know, I can't remember the last time there was. Well, I mean, I probably wasn't. I know I wasn't around and I wasn't alive, but I know there was a world eventually where nobody had chairs, so everybody stood up all the time. Until one person said, "Hey, I'm gonna make a chair." Not everybody does it. So we can look back. We could go move forward 10 years from now. Look back. Everybody's like, you know what? The thing to do is have two houses. Could very well change. All I'm saying, you could be the head of your time, James.
At no point am I saying this is the answer. At no point am I saying this is going to work. At no point am I saying that this is what everybody needs to be doing. I'm just saying it's worth a try, and I'm also saying that it doesn't have to last forever. You all didn't let me get. I know you know. You've heard this conversation before. It doesn't have to last forever. Obviously, if it's not working, let's move in. Let's do this. If a kid comes into play, let's move in. Let's do this.
So, but you're saying off of the back, when y'all get married, automatically have separate houses, and you're gonna just stick it like that unless y'all have a kid.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a kid. It could be.
Well, what other things?
Just another circumstance.
Exactly, like just naturally. Hey, you know what? I'm actually I love spending time with you. I actually want to give up my not sleeping time. I want to give up my video games. I want to do this at home with you. Let's do it.
He's basically trial and error, essentially.
What's the point of getting married? That's all I got to. I mean, it sounds like you still want to.
I don't see why not to try. I don't see what's the problem with trying.
I mean, I hear you. Well, guys.
Okay, Larry, I promise not to ever bring this up again because I know.
Oh, no, y'all, you cool. I can tell that it could go on for another couple hours. we already passed 2 hours right now. So.
Dang, are we?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it on up.
It was an hour and 4 minutes when I turned the.
Yeah, it went by pretty quick.
It did.
Went by pretty quick. You know. So we shall see.
Make sure you plug the show. I think we forgot to do that.
You can find me on
you
Instagram at HAPPEE _MILLS. You can find me on Twitter, X HAPPY_MILLS. We have a YouTube, the big and short of it. Like and subscribe. I'd like to see y'all comment and everything.
Yeah, do that. We got a TikTok top tip as well. Big and short of it all. You can find me at DA_BEAR Bear.
There you go.
29.
There you go.
And on Instagram. Is that correct? That's weird.
You can find me on Instagram at Visa Love. Oh, my bad. I cut you off. I thought you was done.
I wasn't.
Go ahead, my bad.
It's all good, you know. You can find her on Instagram at Visa Love. Would you like to plug yourself as well?
Just call me Queen. JST, call me Queen. On Instagram, TikTok too.
Oh, we do have a Twitter/X page. Ain't nothing on it, but we got one.
Thank y'all for
It's
listening.
there.
You got your last little thing?
Hmm?
Thank you
Final
for having me.
comment?
Oh, my final
Thank you for
comment?
coming, Queen.
You're welcome, my darling.
For final comment, I'll just say 50% of people say two houses could or could not work.
You know what? You finna start it rolling over. You know what?